Hey, welcome to another Kingdom of Nerds. What's going on? I know it's not Monday, but it's a Madness Tuesday for me. I'm joined here by Joe Doolin, Mama Bear, and sitting next to me over there is Mad Max. We are in a disclosed location, bomb shelter.
I had 2 Coronas, so I'm chill.
Ooh, 2 Coronas. He's drinking. He's a tough guy.
I had a shot too, but I had to,
I had 2 Coronas and 2 shots.
Yeah, I know you did.
So Bruce is gonna be a little tuned up tonight. A little tuned up.
He's here. Am I allowed?
You're allowed to be on the stream.
Hey, Degrassi.
What's up?
Oh, Necron. Oh no,
Coronas, Bruce. I appreciate
Max is still holding you hostage. Don't touch me. Can you guys hear Max? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh my God, it's been a interesting week so far here in the great state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to move here so we can hang out all the time.
You're there for Steelers victory on Sunday. That was
I didn't even watch it. They won.
Yeah, they destroyed the Jets. The Jets.
Yep.
Joe, you got to visit me too.
Yeah, I was just up there last week, but my son got sick, so I turned around and ended up coming back the next day.
Mama Bear, you have to get out of Canada.
Yeah.
You're trying to get everybody here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Oh, leave the Grassy alone.
No, I'm fine leaving him alone. He can take care of himself.
My parents try to get me to move back every week.
What did I do?
Nothing.
I didn't do it.
I just said we're not close enough for I'd ask you to. Yeah. But if Mama Bear or Joe want to visit, sure. I got a big place.
So we got who's in the chat? We got King. Today's Tuesday. I know that.
Okay.
It's Monday Madness Tuesday or something like that. Hey, what's going on?
What makes it madness?
Hey, Arthyverse, let's freaking go. What Necron? Rocking out to the intro. We got Daryl Taylor. What does Blade have to do with the current storyline? Are telling we are still in the multiverse saga, so you cannot just throw him in there unless he connected to the main story. Just put Blade in the mutant saga because that makes more sense instead of the multiverse saga. Huh.
I have
just put him in a solo movie. It doesn't have to be connected to anything.
I want to put us big screen for this.
Here we go. Somebody wants to rant already.
No, it's not a rant.
Hasn't Matt Reeves taught you anything? You don't need to be connected to an existing universe.
No, you don't.
They should pull a Shaft and do what the new Shaft movies did, where Sam Jackson's Shaft was the son of the original Shaft, and then there was another Shaft who was the son of Sam Jackson's Shaft, and that should be how they do Blade.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
We have Wesley Snipes.
Mahershala would do that. I think Wesley would be up for it, but I think Mahershala, if he still does it, which is less and less likely, that he wants to be the Blade. Especially after
I don't know.
But it's been 5 years, but we'll talk about that later. We don't talk about the main topic in the beginning of the show.
That project is burnt.
We do retention here. We engage with the audience.
Well, I don't have a hot take then because it was about Blade.
You can have a hot take later on.
I mean, the writing was pretty much on the wall after Deadpool and Wolverine came out. So
yeah,
I have to get ready for home remodeling. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Blade has a daughter and not a son. Yes,
in the comics,
sure, she could be a god man in the movies.
No, she hasn't really had the best storylines in the comics.
I don't know what Marvel creates all these characters and they have no idea what to do with them. Give them the wrong writers. It's
because they're lazy. They want to create a derivative character with the same basic power set and feed off the popularity of the original character.
Yeah. So
all I can say is that Venom 3 is the best of the 3.
Really?
It's a low bar.
That's not a high bar, I know. But
then if it's really good, People like
it felt like a real movie
Yeah.
and not like middling 90s pap like the first two I thought were.
As long as it's entertaining and not so dark that you can't see any of the action.
Yeah, this one's got a lot more going for it than the first two did, which is probably why it's tracking lower.
How'd you see it already?
Don't question Degrassi's knowledge of stuff. All right, you came to see Blade. You got Blade at. All right, let's get into the show because it's already late.
I thought this was the show.
No, this is just the warm up. This is just to get to know you.
This isn't MMA. We don't just sit like this all show.
Oh, Joe. When's the last time you've been on my show?
We actually have.
I pop in and watch all the
You,
time.
you watch us. All right, let's
No,
get.
I mean, been on it though.
Oh no, I just pop.
That's why. Okay.
You know,
I pop in at night.
if this was Max's show, we would have been talking about the main topic.
Yes.
He would have been pulling up X to do good news of Twitter
Yes.
and his boring.
Oh, whoa.
I mean,
whoa.
your snail man. I mean, what do you call it?
Mailbag.
Oh,
mailbag.
no.
Do you have any Amy Adams news tonight, Bruce?
Amy.
No, I don't. What happened with Amy Adams?
She said some things.
About Cavill?
No.
About the
That's
new,
what I saw.
New Lois. She's jealous.
Oh yeah, she's so jealous. No, she was never coming back after Justice League had they continued, and she can't wait to see Rachel Brosnahan's performance
Here we go. I see.
and how she makes it her own.
Well,
So
I mean,
the
Amy
standard
Adams is a great
boilerplate,
actress, but she didn't really do much.
Let's
with
see.
it.
Let's talk about
Not
this
her fault,
first.
but-
Actually,
The boilerplate response for who's replacing
Blue
him.
Jays here.
Blue Jays here.
Oh, look at you two together.
Don't touch me.
That's not what you said last night.
Oh,
Yeah, I had
dude.
to do one of those on your
Oh.
show. Come on.
All right. Amy Adams confirms she
Actually-
was never under the impression she'll be returning for more Superman adventures after her final appearance as Lois Lane in Justice League. I always understood they were moving in a more Justice League direction, she says. Huh. Interesting.
They're going
then-
younger.
And then she praises Rachel Brosnahan.
That's great.
Well, Rachel Brosnahan is an amazing
Are
actor.
they going to do the typical Cavill promotion with Corn Sweat and like, oh, he does great? Are they going to pay him to do that behind the scenes? Do you think he'll do it? Because they usually like to do that, like with James Bond or.
Cavill's going to carry him around in a baby Bjorn. Their corn sweat, right? Little baby Bjorn.
Do you think he would be up for that?
I'd
I don't
actually
know.
love
I
to
wanna
see
hear
that.
yours, too. Do you think that
Well,
one would do?
he'll definitely have something to say when he gets to,
I don't think Cavill gives a shit. He's getting plenty of work.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the 40K is continuing. I think they've been having problems with that.
Still got Highlander.
Hopefully that goes. That's been in production how long? In development?
It's
And
fine.
if
It's a movie.
Chad Stileski has to keep going back to fix the John
Ballerina.
Wick spinoffs that
Yep.
just keeps Highlander pushed back more and more.
Jeez.
He'll be fine. I'm sure he's not going to miss a lunch anytime soon.
No,
For lack of work.
All right, let's get the main show going with. First up, we're going to talk about the box office. We have Smile 2 debuting at number 1 with 23 million. Wild Robot is hanging in there with 10 million at 2.
Ugly week.
Terrifier 9 million. Beetlejuice 5. We Live in Time 4. Joker Full of Do 2. Piece by
Mine is
Piece.
69%.
Oof. Transformers 1.9 Saturday night. Wow, I didn't expect that from that. 1.7 and The Nightmare Before Christmas charting with a re-release. Oof.
That's
You know what's funny?
2 or 3 weeks in a row that it's been in the top 10.
I
And
did
that's
hear
why-
I did hear reports of the Wild Robot that kids went to go see Terrifier 3 via the Wild Robot.
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty much
know.
why.
Yeah, I can believe that. Kids sneaking into theaters to see
Bragging
Terrifier.
rights.
A man who watches his
Here's-
girlfriend die from cancer or wife die from cancer did double the box office of Joker. Just think about that.
That's
Eesh.
crazy.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Also, Smile 2 is pretty good. I like Smile 2.
I will only accept my giant L here and not on my show.
You're gonna get an L on your show too.
No.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you want me to bring up the clip again, Max?
What's Piece by
Once,
Piece?
I don't. You know,
Piece by Piece is an animated documentary
so-
of Pharrell Williams in the animation of
Oh
Legend.
yeah, okay.
Oh, that.
So that makes
It's
last
really
week
good.
5 of the top 10 were animated, and this week 4 of the top 10 are animated.
Yeah, Piece by Piece is pretty good. It's different and all that stuff, but I give it a watch.
Yeah, we're supposed to go see Joker again, so I'm gonna go see it again for the second time.
Yeah,
He's
man.
going to see it for the first time.
For the,
Let's go see it tomorrow. What do you
I
think?
like Joker.
How long are you going to be there for,
Please,
Bruce?
don't
And I'm sure it'll be on video by the time you leave.
It hits VOD next Tuesday.
you should take Max to go see Smile 2 and freak the freak out.
Oh please! I couldn't get Max to watch anything supernatural horror at all
Oh
this
my-
week.
Have you seen Poltergeist,
Such
Max?
a baby.
If we went to see Smell 2, my wife would probably want to go.
Hey Max, have you seen Poltergeist?
No, I don't want to see that shit.
Why not? It's a
They're
nice
talking about
family
like
friendly
real
movie.
life haunted places here. We were talking with the bartender, and I'm like, I don't want to go there.
Wait, okay, so let me ask you a
Tracy Nelson
question.
is a legend.
What about the Haunted Mansion? You can't handle that?
Is it a real haunted mansion?
Which one?
Oh, the haunted
Which
mansion.
version?
I saw the recent one. Yeah, that was nothing. That was nothing.
Okay, the Eddie Murphy one or the recent one?
The recent one. I never saw the Eddie Murphy one.
Oh, what?
I never saw the Eddie Murphy
Hey,
one.
you call yourself a movie connoisseur?
I just never had the urge to see that movie.
Okay,
You know,
you get
you know that
by-
ghosts in the movies aren't real, right?
I know that. Yeah.
They're not going to jump out
I
of the
don't like
screen and haunt
possession
you.
type stuff.
Max, are you scared of watching
People
stuff
don't
like
think they're real,
Coraline or
period.
Paranorman?
Paranorman?
Coraline was fantastic. And Coraline is
Paranorman, yes.
creepy.
Yes, Coraline was great. Yeah, I love that Coraline.
It was fun.
I saw that in the theater the week it came out with my daughter when she was little. And it was fantastic, especially in 3D. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, lock Max in the basement. Don't let him out until he watches. Oh, we're
Please,
watching.
No,
We're watching Sinister.
No, I'm not.
If you
Make
watch
that as
Sinister,
like a
you have to
challenge for
watch.
Max as a video so he can like.
I got
I-
that vampire.
I watched.
hookers.
I love
It
Max in
watches the
basement to watch
VHS or
horror
it gets
movies.
the hose again.
Yes.
What are you saying, Degrassi?
If you watch Sinister, watch the Black Phone and
Oh, yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
the
that
Black
segment
Phone.
from VHS 85 too, because they
I
all
like Ethan Hawke.
reference each other.
Oh, really?
Same universe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Same writer, same director.
Please, I
Thanks,
want you to
Cal. I
lock
really
Max up in the
appreciate it.
basement to watch horror films. That could be a fun video.
All right. Moving on from this.
Shit.
Marvel Studios reportedly fast-tracking a Midnight Suns film. The studio is currently searching for a director. Interesting. This little rumor comes out the same day that Blade is delayed.
Canceled.
This is not a coincidence. I'm an expert on the speculation here.
Are you
I'll give you-
what? Hold on,
This
Can
has
you,
to- that has
can
to
you
be
repeat?
that
Can
they
you
were
repeat that
getting
again?
Wesley here, and he's been holding up the Midnight Suns, and they're not waiting for Mahershala Ali. He's done. This is the reason why it's coming out.
We'll
right
talk
now.
about that later.
But that's but that coincides with this topic.
He's
What
been
Midnight- what Midnight Suns
waiting-
cast are they gonna do? I mean-
because he was holding up the whole Midnight Suns. Yes.
No.
Just
I mean,
go through the
outside of
movie,
Blade-
do this, and then have
Hold
Wesley.
on. We don't talk over each other
Oh, I'm
here.
sorry.
Thank
He
you.
was waiting for Marvel. They weren't waiting for him.
The beer.
Wait, what? Was
What?
that the Grossi?
He was waiting for Marvel. They weren't waiting for him.
He didn't okay the script
Which
a bunch
one?
of times. For
Which
Grossi,
script?
Right? It was him holding it up.
Which of the 7 scripts?
Yeah, he's not going to make the movie until Marvel delivers a script, so he's waiting for them.
A good script. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, he did, Necron.
That makes sense. Thank you, Bruce. Well, this is like Joe was saying, who do we have in the MCU that's supernatural and could be in the Midnight Suns piece? Well, man, I know Wolverine's there. He's not. But I don't know. We don't have a.
I don't want. They're not going to fast track a Midnight Suns movie and give you Wolverine again before X-Men and just throw him in a Midnight Suns as a main cast character.
Yeah.
You don't think they would?
No.
Especially
I wouldn't put
after
anything past him
Deadpool and
today.
Wolverine.
No, I mean, it made sense with
And how
Deadpool.
excited
It does,
everyone
it
got
does
to-
not make sense in Midnight Suns.
I don't care what they do. I just don't. I'm just at this point. I'm more of a wait
I'd love
and see
Hellstrom.
person.
Yeah, I can
So
see them
far,
throwing. I can see them throwing Wolverine at everything up until he turns 90. Cameo here, cameo there. Him walking in the background.
I mean, you could throw a Robbie Reyes in there instead of a Johnny Blaze. You can mix and match a few things that won't screw up later things.
Have they introduced some characters in the roster prior to this announcement?
Oh yeah,
Man Thing,
Okay, there's Man Thing.
there's Werewolf by Night.
No Ghost Rider yet. Not in this one.
Agatha,
You have Elsa.
Wiccan,
You have Elsa. Nobody wants Agatha in anything. for fuck's
I
sake.
want Agatha in everything.
I
That
know.
show's good, Joe. I will start watching.
It is what it is.
It's
but
good.
It doesn't.
It is what it is. It's good.
Hey, Marvel owns Nightman
And it's
and Ghoul
sexy.
from Ultra Force. We could get Nightman and
Where'd
Ghoul
you get
in there.
sexy from?
I got sexy from the first few episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I think
And
you
I heard it
definitely
was really
bring
sexy. I saw
definitely bring in Elsa. You can bring in, like I said, you could bring in a chunk of people from the Werewolf by Night cast if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Which are all quality, solid actors and actresses.
I don't know. This is.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm just more of a wait and see thing. I know they're just announcing shit left and right before the end of the saga. So I don't know.
No,
we know what's coming
Yeah,
out.
but they can back it up.
3 movies coming out in 2028. We don't know what they are, but they gave us 3 dates today. 3 dates that are just completely arbitrary and will change, disappear between now and 2028.
we have to get through all this multiverse stuff before we get mutants anyway. So I don't think
the multiverse is ever going to end in Marvel or Marvel.
It's a trope to reboot. It's a reboot trope. I mean,
The reboot saga.
All right, moving on from this. What we got? Here's another rumor. Sophia Falcone is rumored to have a prominent role in the Batman Part 2. I would love this because she is
she's
amazing. I have a newfound respect for grounded characters in the DCU after watching this.
Especially episode 4. I still can't get over to episode 4, dude.
Grounded, but still super hyper realistic, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's still a bit over the top, you know?
I don't know how they wouldn't. I mean, it would make perfect sense. She has to have a larger role in that. I mean, that's the Batman is the Reeves universe is a little more grounded. So you're going to have that whole underworld element. And she's basically running the
I see a lot of funny memes out there. If you haven't watched the show of Gotham, they just quote about where's Batman? He'd be sleeping.
If you didn't watch the episode before it? What, last week before last episode? That was an amazing episode.
Episode 5?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, but this was kind of the perfect. This week's kind of came in and it was a nice. It was kind of a. It was almost a palate cleanser in a way.
Yeah.
It kind of wrapped stuff up and then set up some new stuff, which I guess there's 3 up. Yeah, so that sounds about right.
3 episodes.
They've done an amazing job pacing it and just having really, really good episodes. It's been good all the way through.
Have you been watching the little after the credits?
Yeah, the actor interviews.
Yeah, behind the scenes making of, and Helen Shaver, the actress Helen Shaver. When you see her, you'd know her. She's been in movies forever. She's been directing some of these, which she's been handling the Sophia Heavy episodes, which I don't know. I don't know why she's not like directing bigger budget movies and stuff, because she's
She might
killing
know.
it.
Right now.
You know, the revelation that what her father did to her. Oh my God, that would drive anyone crazy.
Yeah, they like I said, they put together a good series. It's one of the better things that I've watched in a while.
What if the kid becomes Robin? I think the majority of people are leaning towards Zaz.
You mean Robin?
Oh, come on. What is this? Oh, I have to do this. Hold on.
Wait, what?
We at Kingdom of Nerd do not condone the making fun of people with a speech impediment.
That's one to grow on.
I wasn't even paying attention. I just didn't know what he said.
I was talking about the boy wonder.
I think
I'm kidding.
he's the sacrificial lamb. He's not making it out of this show alive.
I don't think so.
No, I'm with the general theory that of the Victor Zaz. I'm looking forward to seeing him snap.
Yeah, because sooner or later he has to watching his parents die, and there was nothing he could do, and then everything he's seen since he's been in the Penguins world. I would have been crazy the first day.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good character. Like I said, every character I enjoy every character that they've had in the series. There's not necessarily any weak spots in the casting.
Penguin was getting a little too sympathetic for me until this week.
Yeah, but they have to draw. You have to be drawn into some of the characters in that way.
Yeah,
they have to have a certain level of humanity.
They were making me feel for him and have empathy and sympathize with him, until he did what he did this week. And I get to throw all that out of the window. So that's what I call development.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's going to make it out the show, but if he does, he'll be Zaz.
I think he might.
Well, he's definitely not walking away back into his old world like he used to be.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next up, Spider-Man 4 will not feature Null. Another rumor that's out there.
Yay,
Put this on the no shit list.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't think if they're gonna use
Leads
Null,
to
it's gonna
nowhere.
be a while.
See, leads to nowhere. Thanks a lot, Sony.
That's Sony.
Yeah, that's what Sony does.
Introduce something that's actually cool, and then it just is there, and that's it.
Well, we don't know how he's gonna handle. They don't know. I don't know how they're gonna handle Null and Venom, but
Blink and you miss him.
he's just sitting in a chair for the whole movie. Hi, I'm
Sony.
Null.
It's Sony.
Be an end credits sequence that goes nowhere.
I can see that happening. So this is not surprising. So
It is to me.
you think this?
I heard all this hype for like a month now about why I should actually see Venom 3. Null's in it, and it's Andy Serkis.
They say it's the epic conclusion. I was like, yeah, we'll see. Judging how much money this movie's going to make, I don't think that's going to go away anytime
anything, they'll announce a Null spinoff.
You're right, JC. It was Spider-Man 4 is all Null. Now it's this week's. There will be no Null.
They're going to turn him into Null and Void. They're going to turn him into
Null and Void.
Literally beat me to it.
Turn him into a hero now.
Has
No,
it been confirmed that it's Andy Serkis?
No, but people are still saying it's him.
What happened to Norman Reedus?
I don't know. I think everyone in Ghost Rider. He's not gonna be Ghost Rider. I don't know. I think everyone's gonna be Null at this point until it actually comes out.
Yeah.
Brie Larson will be Null, and Michelle Ali will be Null.
I really hope they make Captain Marvel 3 because I'm doubting it.
Can we
Brie
what?
Larson. That's why.
Can we get the symbiote saga?
Which one?
No,
Any?
There's a million of them.
No,
I
any?
don't know. Make it a symbiote saga for the MC. I don't know. After multiverse saga. That maybe Sony's cooking all this time. Maybe they're actually behind
Technically, we need to get the Venom, the symbiote, into the MCU in order to have a symbiote saga.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think Spider-Man's going to be the only Marvel hero in Spider-Man 4.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, that would
What
make
is your
sense.
guess? Oh, who's gonna the other?
Well, I think the villain. I think one of the villains is Kingpin.
Daredevil.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
I love Howard the
Hey, I
Duck.
thought Irving Nebish was going to be in Agatha this week, but he last week, but he wasn't. The character was dressed like Irving Nebish, but he wasn't Irving Nebish.
Didn't they have rumors that they were already looking for a Miles Morales?
I don't want them to do
What
that.
kind of that rumor does bubbles up every time they go out for a new Spider-Man movie, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm with Joe. I'm against Miles Morales being in live action. Keep him
What?
animated because I do not.
I agree.
The animated stuff is so phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's
They've
enjoyable.
already opened up the gate for him being there, though.
Yeah.
Well, I prefer. I mean, I prefer the Spider-Verse films, even though I like the other films, but they're my favorites of them all. So,
But Spider-Verse did it awesome.
yeah.
You know, and if I don't like the actor,
Hmm.
it's just gonna sour me on Miles anyway. It's just like that horrible
So
actor that
important
plays
to so many
Peter.
people though, and he's probably the more popular Spider-Man.
Tom Holland, you talking about?
Yeah, I can't stand Tom Holland.
Oh, you can't say nobody.
I do hate everyone.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
If they're
I
in the
don't-
MCU,
Spider-Man is
it's already a
really
disadvantage for
Spider-Man for
Eh,
me.
maybe. Well, I didn't like Nicolas Cage before he was in the MCU, so yeah.
So wrong on Nicolas Cage.
But moving on from this, get some real news. A new Gladiator 2 popcorn bucket has been revealed. It has a QR code that activates an AR Gladiator battle. This is cool.
That's
Popcorn
At
buckets
least
gonna
they're
make more
doing
than the
something
box
different with
office.
popcorn buckets.
Yep.
Let's do something different.
Honestly, I
This
love this
bubble's about
popcorn
to
bucket.
burst.
I think
Yeah,
the
so-
popcorn bucket sales are going to do better than the actual, box
Yeah.
office.
You can actually fit a lot of popcorn in this bucket.
What?
Most of the buckets don't have a lot of room for the popcorn because of the design.
Is there an entrance to that arena?
If you,
No, there's no interest in that arena. You have to
Where
make
do
your
they
own.
fill it up with water and bring the sharks in? Where does that happen?
you could do that.
Can I?
What, the bucket?
Cal, you could do that to any bucket.
I was. Wait.
You could find a way to do that to most
See,
things.
they could put a hole in the bottom of the bucket, and then you could be your own
The
gladiator.
holes on the top.
There.
Oh my god.
When you
What
go to
is
the
going
trade-
on here
trade
tonight?
show floor at CinemaCon, they have a whole room that's dedicated
Salted or unsalted butter?
to specialty popcorn buckets,
Extra
and they will
sauce.
literally solicit you,
I
right,
mean, it's not as good as
with
the
hundreds of different designs
Dune
for
bucket.
whatever movies are coming out that year, right? Whether you're a family, a mom and pop theater, or a regional chain or a national chain, they do it basically. They do it right there. They've got a computer and designers, and they do it right there in front of you. What do you want? What do you want for next summer's big hit movie? What do you want to sell people? It's insanity.
I don't think this is going to be next summer's big hit movie.
Can I just say?
No, it'll be next month's big hit movie,
Yeah, that's
Either way,
This comes out next month.
November 15th. It's already
I politely
it's
disagree.
already
I hear a lot.
it's already screening. Social embargo's already been lifted.
I hear Denzel is going to get.
I did see.
Denzel's going to be great.
I did see two different sources saying that one source from Quorum says that Gladiator 2 is projected to make 42 to 47, while Box Office Theory projected to gross 53 to 75.
I think the
35 it is.
reality is it could do twice that.
Blue Jay, what's the budget? If you know.
$310 million.
Worldwide, it's gonna make its money. I think
It's
Yeah.
it's so much more than that. You know what he did when so they couldn't. There was a strike or multiple strikes.
Yeah.
So he was able to go to another country and film everything he needed to film without his primary cast members.
What?
Right. And basically keep making the movie without waivers as everybody else was on strike.
Wow. That's crazy.
So yeah,
What?
very, but also shady AF.
Did he get backlash from it?
Yeah, a little bit.
You don't
To
care.
see what's going to happen
You
next
don't
month
give
is he's going to come out and
two
say,
shits.
look at this. There's no CGI in this movie. There's a bit of visual effects here and there, but it's all real. It's all practical. We built all of it. And
We built an
He's
actual
at the
arena.
age he does not give two shits. He's gonna make whatever movie that they'll let him make and fund, and he doesn't give two shits.
yeah, after Napoleon, though, this one might be the last time he's getting given a blank check.
Oh, Napoleon. Oh, I forgot about that.
What isn't he in his late 80s? I mean, he's no young buck.
Yeah, but he's already
86.
writing and storyboarding Gladiator 3. So
What?
He's like Eastwood. He's just gonna keep grinding as long as he can.
I'm not that interested in Gladiator 2. I'll see Wicked before this.
Boo, Blue Jay. Boo.
well, I mean, this
I'm not
one's
gonna
going to be
watch
better than the original idea.
Boo, Mama Bear.
Was Russell Crowe traveling through
Boo me all
time?
you want. I'm not gonna watch it.
Don't boo my
You all
panel.
watch it.
Don't boo my panel. What do you think?
It looks great.
Yeah, you can boo me. I don't care. Still not gonna. Still not gonna watch it. I mean,
I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch Wicked, Red One before this.
I do like Red One.
I'm guaranteed watching Wicked.
I want to see talking polar bears. What was that? What was that? That movie with the Polar Express? No, Polar Express. I don't remember. So
There's a movie called Polar Express.
Polar Express was the Tom Hanks,
Hanks.
CGI movie.
okay.
The Robert Zemeckis, Tom Hanks.
I want to see Wicked.
I saw it originally in theaters, so I saw the stage version, so I definitely want to see this.
If you miss Red One, you've got the Alan Ritchson, Arnold Schwarzenegger action Santa movie coming next year. So,
Really?
Another one.
oh yeah, action Santa's its own genre now.
I like the Kurt Russell ones. So
Yeah, was it the Christmas Chronicles? Is that
Yes.
what it's called?
Christmas Chronicles. Those
Single
are
Chronicles
good.
or something like that.
Christmas Chronicles.
Rather glass.
Action Santa's man. Can nobody be curvy nowadays? Not even Santa can have a curvy body.
No,
Yeah.
remember in
Bring back
Richard Donner's Scrooged, Lee Majors was actually he saved Santa on the night the reindeer died.
The night the reindeer did.
It was the television movie that Bill Murray's character was the executive producer and network head for.
Oh my god.
You know, people want Santa to be daddy and sit on his lap.
But like all the troops bust in and mow down the ninjas that are attacking Santa, and one of them
What?
pulls his mask off, and it's Lee Majors, and Santa goes, "Lee Majors."
Oh God, that sounds
To
horrible.
be honest, Bruce, something about this
Fantastic.
angle that you're in, it looks like you're sitting on Max's lap.
Yeah, Max looks like he's controlling you like a ventriloquist
Max is
puppet.
Santa.
You know,
Put your hands over there.
Ask him what he wants for Christmas, Max.
I
Christmas.
Hey
I'm not
Max,
gonna
where's
lie,
your?
I have called him the side piece.
I was going to ask Max where his hand was.
It's on his cup.
The other hand. I knew that.
Ah.
It's water.
Hey, Artrell, what's going on? Don't bounce. Don't. God damn, I'm not bouncing anywhere. Get out of here. Go upstairs.
Whoa, the couch is moving.
I can't even see Max's lips move.
Max has been called my puppet by many.
What?
Oh, what? Oh, sorry. Wrong show. All right, next up. Disney is adding a pass that lets you skip the lines at their theme parks. Costs an extra $400 per guest. Who is lining up for this?
Yeah, right.
Fast
I
Pass,
thought they had that.
that's cold.
Yeah, didn't they already have this?
But they're gonna do.
Isn't that what the genie thing's for?
Yeah, the fast pass or whatever it is.
Yeah.
This must be
I-
different.
I've known people who live in Florida that said that it's the only real thing to get if you live in Florida.
Well, see, we in Ohio we have Cedar Point amusement park. We have a fast lane.
You
that's
Sandusky, Ohio kids.
Yep. See, we have this fast lane. It's like $95, but you get the fast lane plus that goes with a more bigger ride. It's like $120.
Fast Pass was good. I used Fast
Yeah.
Pass,
Fast pass, yeah.
but it was no $400.
This is crazy.
Yeah, like $400.
My wife went
And it's not even $400 for a family. It's $400 per guest, which is
for
insane.
one day.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
I don't know. Is it
Cedar
for
I
one
mean,
day?
if it was
Point and Six
just
Flags
me, I'd be
merged
like,
this
oh yeah,
summer.
no problem. But like, I don't want to be in a Disneyland by myself. I'll be
Me and my
lonely.
wife got a package deal where all our meals were included. We stayed at one of their cheap resorts,
I'll be depressed.
buses, and Fast Pass all together. It was great.
Hey,
They
Blue
will-
Jay,
You
they
cannot
changed
pay
the
me enough
name.
to go to
Lunch,
Disney.
dinner. We always rode the train back to Epcot for dinner because they had the best food.
Nice.
I cannot think
Does
of a
that
worse
does that come
vacation.
with like a Thai style massage? With a happy ending at the end.
No,
No. But somebody dressed as Mickey comes in with big gloves and gives you.
Oh come on! You know what
Hey!
Disney? You know what they say at Disney World? It's the happiest place on earth.
Hey, roll over for a happy ending.
Blue Jay,
define
have
happy.
they changed the name of Cedar Point yet?
a happy ending would be cheaper than this pass.
Oh, jeez. Get over there.
Are you for real? Go
It's
to get a
true.
rub and tug,
Yeah,
Especially in Florida.
$400.
This is a
What are
family
you
show.
doing, Mickey?
This is a
This
family
is not
show.
a family show.
My wife and I can
family
go
This has
to
never
show?
been a
Cabo
family
San
show.
Lucas for 2 weeks for what it would cost 5 days at Disney.
I can't think of a worse time than going
Yeah, this
to
is horrible.
Disney.
I wanted to ask Blue Jay if Cedar Point had changed their name to Six Flags yet.
No, they
Bad,
changed the
bro,
fonts,
bad.
but not yet.
Yeah,
I'm keeping an eye
Oh
on
my
those
God.
things.
yeah, they merged in July.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. People
Yeah,
are
I've
gonna start
been
losing
keeping an eye on
losing
them
hands and
for a
legs at
while.
Cedar Point.
The best
think-
park we all know is Dollywood.
I think they started adding some rides for next year, so I don't know if they're from Six Flags or not, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping a close eye on them. They shut down some rides though this year.
The Mattel theme park is open. I think no, I don't think it's open yet. Maybe next year.
Mattel thing. Ooh, actually, that'd be kind of nice though. Have a Cedar Point Mattel in there. Nice. Okay.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, but all right. Enough of Mickey and his happy endings.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Glendale, Arizona.
Here
That's
we
where
go.
the Mattel Adventure Park is.
Christopher Nolan's next film will reportedly could be a period horror film about vampires set in the 1920s. Cast so far are Matt Damon and Tom Holland.
Boo, Nolan.
Isn't that Ryan
I'm down
Coogler's
for it.
film Sinners is all about too?
Yeah, too
Sin-
late.
Sinners is
Ryan
in the
Coogler's
30s, I
already
think.
made it.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
get
mean,
more
it's
vampire movies
at
for the better.
Universal
Make them
too.
with
So
white people
I mean,
now. That's what
Dracula?
it is.
Could this be Dracula? I'm just
could
saying.
it be? I don't know, but
Listen, I
a
like
period
Tom Holland's
vampire
Spider-Man.
piece at Universal. It's a bit on the
Everything
nose.
else
I don't
is
think the
bad.
math is too hard.
I don't understand it.
I want to see Tom Holland as Renfield. Just saying.
I'm baffled by this, and I'm baffled by the American Psycho remake.
Yeah.
I don't understand the American Psycho remake.
Yeah.
The only
Well, I mean,
smart thing
I
I've
guess-
heard is if they rewrite it and put it in Silicon Valley instead of Wall Street.
Well, I know that he's
That's a good idea.
adapting the novel himself
Mhm.
rather than remaking. So I guess it's not really a remake. It's just a new adaptation of the source material.
hmm
So
The source
you know,
material is so good. I just don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked his. I like Suspiria. I love the original. I like the remake.
yeah,
It was very different than the original. Yeah, but I don't know. American Psycho has a very special place in my heart. I think Mary Herron and what her and Christian Bale did, putting that together, they understood the source material better than anybody and made an amazing movie. And I just don't.
Well, I know
Never
the
felt
guy that did Challengers is doing this movie.
I gotta watch Challenge. Is that on streaming yet? Challengers?
No,
Some
thanks.
Prime
on,
Video. That's the last time I saw it.
it might be. It's on MGM Plus. I know I can watch it on
Oh.
MGM Plus, so it might be on Paramount Plus too.
Paramount Plus. I have.
We have
Paramount.
MGM Plus. Right
What do you What do you think about this, Max?
America. I never saw the whole thing, but I saw clips of it because it was on a movie channel, and the clips are pretty intense with Christian Bale.
You've never finished American Psycho?
No, it's just not my type of.
Wow.
It wasn't my type of movie. I'd watch it now,
He's so sheltered.
so I would watch it now.
Such a good
But
movie.
I will
I
say
don't-
this: Max puts his hand over his eyes during the sex scenes. He's like,
no, I don't.
Okay, so we
He
established no supernatural stuff. American Psycho doesn't work. Is there any horror type genre or horror adjacent that
There's
works for this?
supernatural stuff
for
in
Max?
American Psycho.
"What was that?
Can-
What's that, Mama Bear?"
Well, we've established no supernatural,
Yes.
and now American Psycho. Is there any horror adjacent type stuff that Max does?
I do like some horror. I just never finished it. That's all.
He will not do anything that deals with religious horror and possession, demons, and stuff like that,
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
God,
I have one.
and murder porn.
The young Catholic in me has problems watching possession stuff and exorcism
No,
stuff.
I have one. I have one.
I
Can
like
you-
the art
okay.
design, but I don't think I'll be able to watch it though.
Okay, if it's not
American Psycho
supernatural,
2 was an abomination.
if it's nothing too crazy, get him to watch Tyler Perry's Boo Medea Halloween.
Oh, stop! No, no.
I just don't want to watch that.
I didn't hear about that one.
I'm
Oh my
I
so
don't like it. I
tired
tried to
of.
watch Medea stuff. I know people like it, but I don't.
I'm so tired
You
of
can
Medea.
handle Ernest Scared Stupid, can you?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
American Psycho 2 never should have been made.
$1, and I wish I would have bought it. I left it.
Oh, we can watch Monster Squad.
Wait a minute. What about Ghostbusters? That's supposed to be scary, right? You scared of Ghostbusters?
Yeah, I've seen Ghostbusters.
Ooh, Lovecraft by
Okay.
Nolan. I'll be all in for that.
Like just to be clear, I'm just asking. I was just asking a genuine question. I'm just actually curious.
No problem.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just making fun of Max.
I know. I
So,
want to make sure that
it's been
it's clear
rumored
I
since-
wasn't.
Since Oppenheimer
Oh, you
swept,
can, Oliver.
that
No problem.
it was either
Everyone else.
this high-tech helicopter heist movie, right? That was kind of like Blue Thunder that Nolan has been sitting on, that reportedly takes place in the same universe as Inception and Tenet.
Mm.
And then The Prisoner, he'd been working on an adaptation of The
Oh,
Prisoner,
God, I
his
love
own
The Prisoner.
version of The Prisoner for his Prisoner script goes back to his early Batman days. And
That was such a great show.
never cracked it, but it sounded like after Oppenheimer or during Oppenheimer, he finally cracked it. But then this kind of comes out of nowhere. You know, at first it was The Prisoner, then it was the high-tech helicopter heist movie, which is really the only way to explain it. Near future sci-fi type deal. And then this, which is just, this one's totally out of left field.
It does
Yeah.
feel like Nolan's copying Coogler, like for this project. Like this is
Well,
what
He's
do you
in a
think he
vampire
had the
movie.
concept for
Why
a
wouldn't
while?
you? Why wouldn't you say he's copying Eggers?
Exactly. Like, do you think that
Well,
he had this idea for a while before Coogler's and all this stuff?
Yeah, but how many vampire movies has Universal put out in the last 3 years that have done well?
Yeah, it seems.
Whether, I mean, I know Christopher Nolan's a different story, but
Zero.
it's still vampires. Abigail,
I love Abigail.
Last
Abigail.
Voyage of the Demeter.
I love
And there
that
was-
movie too.
Oh my god.
Was
They were
on
bad movies. They just didn't do well.
Was
Was Renfield? Did Universal co-produce in some capacity, co-finance Renfield too?
I believe they did.
Was
And then they have
Dracula
War
Untold?
of the Dark Universe, however they're going to build the Dark Universe out, and that contains a vampire. And then they also have Chloe Zhao's Blade Runner inspired Dracula movie that's heavy into pre-production.
Was hold on, was Dracula Untold Universal?
I don't think so. I think that was Lion.
I think that is.
Oh, okay.
That was supposed to be like their first iteration of the Dark Universe before they just say,
I
let's
didn't
make the
mind that
Mummy.
movie either. I enjoyed that as well.
I've seen that movie multiple times.
I have as well.
James Wan and Julius Avery have a Van Helsing reboot at Universal.
Ooh.
And then
I want to see
Eggers
that
has
Wolfman
Nosferatu.
from Lei Whannell. I want to see that Wolfman movie from
Artrell, you don't get more scarier than Halle Berry's Catwoman. Yes, you do. Showgirls.
True.
You leave Elizabeth.
Dracula Untold was distributed by Universal, but Legendary and DeLuca produced.
I can't wait for Nosferatu.
Mhm.
Well, all Wolfman is the Fly meets Cujo.
What? That
What?
sounds very interesting and yet disturbing. It really does.
Specifically, Cronenberg's The Fly.
Cronenberg's Fly is still one of my favorite movies. I love that goddamn movie.
None of that is a bad thing. It's just that's basically the high concept referential pitch for that movie. Dude turns into a thing, and then he traps his family in a car for the rest of the movie.
Huh. Interesting.
It's all an allegory for domestic abuse and being a bad husband and father.
Can't I just get a fucking werewolf movie?
No.
We watched the Werewolf
The
movie.
Legend of Ochi. Legend of Ochi.
What movie did we watch, Max?
How?
What was that?
How?
Oh,
How?
the fan film?
No, the shut up. Stop hating. That's a good movie, damn it. I love Werewolf on a Train.
The Legend
I'm
of
still
Ochi
waiting to
deserves
see
to make $1
Substance.
billion
Very
next year.
excited.
Are you showing us?
Everybody check out the trailer for The Legend of Ochi.
Yeah,
That looks interesting. That looked really interesting. What's going on?
Oh,
AI Bros. The AI Bros went after the writer and director and creator of that movie last week, and it didn't go the way they thought it would.
I showed this in my pickup video with Max, but next week, since Halloween is next week, Thursday. So whatever show
Friday.
we do, Thursday.
No, yeah, Thursday. Yeah. Shit.
So whatever show I do next week, I will be wearing this for the show.
Well, that looks horribly uncomfortable.
I know. You gotta suffer for the art.
Looks like me.
So maybe I can do a stream with Necro Wolf.
Can you scare Max when he wakes up in the morning?
It says Animotion. Does it actually move?
Because I wake up.
Yes, the mouth moves and it roars, I believe.
How long
Oh,
have
that's
It's-
adorable.
I slept like.
Oh, snarling and opening a mouth.
Can you scare Max when he wakes up in the morning?
Nothing scares me. I just keep sleeping.
Oops, sorry.
Nothing scares you. You said you just got scared. Oh my gosh. You said nothing scares
man
you.
of contradictions.
Watch horror movies.
I will live stream it if I do it.
I would love for you this. I would love for you to do your intro like welcome back to camera.
There will be a Necro Wolf Halloween special Wednesday, guys. So check out El Necron's channel where you can get the hardest and the blackest of metal music anywhere online.
I thought you said you're gonna say
Best
something
channel.
else.
No, I'm not gonna say that. So you better look around better than normal. All right, enough of Nolan and his amazing horror movie that he's making.
How you know it's gonna be amazing?
Because it's Nolan.
Oh, okay.
It's
Kinda
gonna,
like
it's
the
gonna be
DL.
awesome. It's a 1920s vampire piece.
Yes.
This is going to be hard to mess up.
I want you to say it's a Dia because he's amazing.
I still don't know if I'd buy it. That's the thing, is that I don't know.
All right, Cosmic, I do have a limit. I will not do drama on my
Can I say
channel.
one more thing about this topic because of what Degrassi just said?
Go
I
ahead.
don't know if I would buy it. I would buy this movie more with better casting. I like Matt Damon a lot, but he's also been in some boring roles. And Tom Holland just doesn't bring it unless he's Spider-Man to me. I'm sorry. I like
Oh my
it.
god, you need to watch more movies, Max, please.
No, what is he really good in? What is he really good in?
Who, Matt Damon or
No, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Cherry.
Okay, I'll give you that because I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh my god,
Really?
It's a movie that was directed by the Russo brothers on Apple TV Plus. Go watch it.
Is that the one where he gets railed in the bathroom?
That's what he's good in.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, in the butt. Yeah, right.
Whoa.
Interesting how that's
it's
the
a different
scene you
one.
remember.
That's the TV show. It's a movie. I'll show you what it is later on.
That's what he said, isn't it?
I like Priest too.
I am home, Cal.
Max, go.
I'll
home.
send you the link. Okay, goodness gracious.
Yeah, you go upstairs with your
You
wife.
got to think this isn't like really that far out time wise from Bram Stoker's Dracula. So the time period, vampires, I'm down with it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead, Mama Bear. Max
Okay.
is misbehaving.
It's
ahead.
okay.
All right, I sent the link.
I will
Private
repeat.
chat. You're gonna watch it later on.
This really isn't that far out time wise from Bram Stoker's Dracula. So I honestly I think this will do fantastic. This will hit right in that same niche that one did.
So
I just
it's
don't want them
another
to do
Christopher
a
Nolan
retread
film.
with Nosferatu coming out to do something that's too close storyline wise.
Wait a minute! I just
Now,
noticed
if
something.
anyone's offended
What was
by
that?
my words,
It's
I
another Christopher Nolan film based on
Mhm.
characters related to bats. I wonder
Oh,
why.
Jesus.
Conspiracy theory.
I don't think we're going to get none.
No, not happening.
Okay, I was just grasping through straws like Max does. Okay.
All right, moving on from Max and his wrong.
Right now
take.
we're worried about Max grasping at straws. Hands where we can see them.
Yeah, Max. I'm scared. Help. Blinking twice. All right, next up, Sony asked Netflix if they wanted to buy Harold and the Purple Crayon from them, but Netflix didn't want it.
I wonder why.
Netflix.
Oh, wait a minute. It's funny. So Netflix is a streaming service that puts out a lot of garbage. But they don't want to buy this one. What?
Zachary,
So
Probably
is it that
probably
bad?
just asking too much money.
Puts out a lot of good stuff too. I'm picturing this meeting between Sony and Netflix going very similar to that one scene from Spider-Man, like the original Spider-Man, of J. Jonah Jameson laughing and going, "Are you serious?"
Yeah. I just wonder how bad that this movie is.
I don't know. I when I first saw this trailer, I knew it was going to be bad. It was a horrible trailer, and then having Zachary Levi playing the role of pretty much another giant kid, like he overdoes it.
Well, the movie, it from the trailers alone, it looks like a movie that would have come out in like the late 90s to early 2000s type shit. That's what it looks like. It looks like it should be in the 2000s.
You'll be able to enjoy Harold the Crayon on Harold and Purple Crayon on Tubi soon enough, I'm sure.
Yes.
Or on freaking like Chick-fil-A app. I don't know. The damn Chick-fil-A streaming.
They had a name for it. They just announced. I forgot the name.
Chick-fil-A Play.
I'm sure Sony just wants too much money for it.
Yeah.
It's just pointless.
I don't think
Netflix has a ton of stuff, but Netflix doesn't pay a ton for a lot of the garbage that they throw out.
I don't know what that does. What is that?
The pen.
Okay.
Put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't know. Who Harold and the Purple Crayon? I've never heard of this until I saw the trailer.
Well, okay, what's funny about Harold the Purple Crayon is that at first it was going to be an animated film by Sony Animation produced by Will Smith. So
And
Okay,
what
what the hell
stop
happened?
people
this
and-
shit, but I don't know.
It's a kids movie. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's shitty. It seems
I
like
children's
wouldn't
movie.
subject my kid to this.
Well,
Like, really?
the special effects looked good, but it's just I don't know. I forgot what else was coming out the same time this was. It was another Imagine. Was Imagine coming out the same time as
Yeah.
this? If
Yeah.
oh,
I think it was if.
If
was around the
If
same
came
time.
out in May. This was in August, so I think it came out like around where Alien Romulus was like cranking out the box office. I don't know. I
oh,
don't
and
remember.
what was it? Also that not this Despicable Me. Was it Despicable Me?
Yeah, Despicable Me.
And also Inside Out too.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Well,
kids.
there was a lot of kids stuff going on, so this got lost in the shuffle. No one cares for Harold's Purple Pickle. Oh my god!
Goodness
See,
gracious.
the thing is that
That's
Netflix has
different
a
kind of movie.
5-year deal that's only in its second or third year with Netflix. So this would be in that package. So Netflix would automatically they wouldn't have to buy it. They already have the streaming rights to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But Sony also has a deal with the Roku channel. So to produce stuff for them exclusively. So maybe this will end up there. But I think it's Netflix's to.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
I say whoever greenlit the idea of this movie needs to be taken to a room and like smacked on the head with a rolled up newspaper.
Well, it's like any, you take a kid's
No.
book and make it a movie.
Yeah, I'd watch
It's
it about
it
that.
is what it is.
Sometimes it can work.
Harry Potter.
Well, yeah.
Well, kids' books, not really novels, but like
But
coloring. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate to be that person. Maybe don't cast Zachary Levi. He doesn't exactly have the best track record when it comes to box office.
You mean exactly have the? No, I'm just.
I will say this. I did love him in the first Shazam movie.
The
I'm-
live action bent on this is just dumb.
I
There's
liked
no
him
reason it should have
Chuck
been live
Berry
action.
for cringe when he was younger. Ugh. Now he's just cringe in movies and on press tours, but before politics. And then he's like, "Let me add politics in there." I'm like, "Oh wow, you're done." And I'm not saying he can't have the politics he has, but you better be a damn good actor if you have those politics.
Are there any good press tours though? It's just should stop.
They all are taken out of context, or they speak when they're not supposed to talk and say things that they regret later.
Because you sit in a room and then they bring in 15 reporters one after another to ask you the exact same questions for 5 minutes each, and it's just awful. It's a stupid thing that nobody cares
I love
about.
to see.
Wait, hold up, Anthony. When did he have a good career ahead of him?
Chuck?
Chuck
No.
was in the MCU.
Well, how long ago was Chuck?
Too long ago?
Chuck was probably when he was most popular.
When he did that, when he played Kurt Warner, when he did that religious Kurt Warner movie was when.
Oh, they aged down his wife for that movie.
Yeah, that's when I was like, ooh, things aren't going to go well for him here on out. I hope Shazam 2's good. But
I like Shazam 2.
I did too, man. I don't know what.
No, I didn't.
No.
They had all that talent. They shit the bed for me on that movie.
Shit the bed.
There
Fred.
was
I got for the
repeating
Drop Dead
jokes
Fred
that I
sequel
could have
called
done
Shit
without
the
in
Bed Fred.
Shazam 2.
All right, enough of Zachary and his purple pickle.
Cool.
That would have made more money.
Chad Stalinsky says John Wick anime is in active development. It will be a prequel to the
Yes,
film.
That sounds freaking awesome.
This is better than them de-aging
Yes,
Keanu for this
Right.
role.
Japanese animation.
Shoot, I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. If they could do this for John Wick, there are other properties they can do this for. Just saying.
New Line's doing New Line has 2 live action Evil Dead movies in pre-production and an anime.
What was that?
Nice.
An
You
Evil
also have
Dead
that anime Lord of the Rings movie that's coming out. That's
And there'll be another John Wick. I don't know if it's a prequel or if takes place, but Donnie Yen and
Ooh.
What's her name? Rena. Let me.
The
Rena
one that
Sawayama.
played the yeah, I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
they're
about.
getting
Before.
their own movie and they're getting their own WICK spinoff.
How many spin-offs they gonna do with this? Jeez.
I know
Oh,
there's
yeah, it's
Ballerina,
never end.
there's the Continental.
Was it like Blue Lagoon anime or something?
Yeah.
It was like
I like the Continental. I don't know why people shit on the
I
Continental.
like the Continental. I thought
It
that
a
was
good
pretty
series.
cool.
That was fun.
I liked episode 3. Episode 3 kicked ass.
I saw it on John Wick after the second one. I didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah,
But
I'm
that's
not.
fine.
That's why the
I wasn't
Continental was
terribly
good. It
impressed
just
by 'em. They're good movies.
Continental just expanded the universe. You didn't have to have John Wick. Yeah, it worked just
And
fine.
I know they're making like a AAA game of John Wick, if I'm not mistaken. I know they're making a game of John
Triple A
Wick.
game and not a shitty mobile game.
Like a AAA game. I think hold on. I'll send the link to that if I see it.
Don't remember a prequel that was ever good.
Star Wars.
Those prequels were horrible. What are you
They
talking
were
about?
good.
What?
They gave some of the most iconic and loved fight scenes.
Even if you don't like the first two, you cannot go wrong with Revenge of the Sith. Was perfect.
The Duel of
how many-
Fates.
How many
the
times
Battle
are
at
you gonna?
Mustafar.
How many times are you gonna say a movie is perfect in this week? You said Back to the Future was a perfect movie.
It is.
There are no perfect movies.
Yes, there are.
Every movie
Yes,
has
there
a
are.
problem.
Almost perfect Revenge of the
The
Sith.
First Omen's a great prequel.
Oh yeah, that is a great prequel.
Transformers 1's a great prequel.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed the first one.
Honestly, when it comes to this particular
He's
movie, though,
beside me. Go ahead, Mama Bear.
Right
It-
behind him.
so long as they turn around and just give us that one scene that was referenced in the first movie, that he took out 3 guys with a pencil. Give us that one scene. That'll make the movie for me.
I agree. Underworld did have a good sequel, a prequel.
Yeah.
Who did we lose?
Yep.
Blue Jay?
Jay?
Back in. His signal came out a little bit.
I
Hello.
don't know what happened there, so I don't know what happened.
I kicked
Your,
you.
your computer's smooth because I was talking.
You can't kick anyone.
I hope the
Furiosa
meat
was
won't be in
good.
the
I
future.
love
Furiosa. I like the Thing prequel. I like the Thing prequel.
I never saw it.
You never saw the Thing. I'll show you the Thing later today.
I would have watched
Yeah.
the movie. Thank you.
Phrasing.
You'll wake up to the thing tomorrow morning.
We're talking about.
Wait,
Get out of
you
here.
never saw? Wait,
I
you
had 2
seen the
years.
original thing
I'm
or
all
the
wound up.
remake thing, Max?
Here we have a question. What if Mashallah Ali came to the DCU as Martian Manhunter?
That'll be funny as hell. You go from Marvel to
He would
DC
stop
because
the
Marvel
movie.
don't know
I
what the
don't
fuck
agree
they're
with my
doing.
Character. He sounded a lot like Edward Norton. Sorry.
I would love for them to have another Underworld movie. That
Well,
was
they
a
are.
great.
The last one was not a good movie.
Nah,
Which one?
Underworld
The
movies.
one with the daughter.
The daughter.
What's it
yeah.
called? Blood
I
Wars?
liked
liked
the
the
one that
daughter.
was like a prequel.
Like I don't know. There was so many of them. I lost track of which one is which.
The first one is still the best.
TV reboot.
It's Marcus's time.
That's
Thank-
where Underworld is going to TV, and they're starting over.
I'll take a I'll take a series. All right.
I
Moving-
said Werewolves vs. Vampires. It's good shit.
All right, moving on from anime to some predictions. Venom 3 targets franchise low, 65 million opening weekend.
If
Sure.
Null was actually going to lead somewhere, that would be higher.
Oh yeah. Didn't you say that Null was going to be a big drive bruiser for
Well,
us?
there's been leaks about all week about Null is Holly in the movie, so a lot of people aren't going to show up.
You literally said to my face that Null was going to be like a big draw. You said
I
I
said-
asked you the question. You said
I said,
Blue Jay, deliver first that L.
okay.
I'm not deliver you that. No.
I'm going to make this a freaking clip. I'm going to make this a freaking L compilation of you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Blue Jay.
Didn't you say
Yeah.
that I asked you a question that do you think Null is going to drive people to go see Venom 3? and you said yes.
I said specifically people that would not have gone to see Venom 3, comic book fans, will now go see Venom because of Null. I didn't say it was going to do this whole $1 billion, this movie's going to make $2 billion business that somebody did. Somebody said.
Venom 3, Follow Do. Bullet Trace. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time, Max. Get closer to the mic. I want to hear that one more
I'm
time.
not repeating that.
Sugar full of do.
I know he said Venom Filet Adieu. I was like, what did you just say?
It's Venom time.
I just want to know, are these coming from the same people that had optimistic, targets for Joker 2?
Could be.
Then I don't trust them.
Joker was like $70 million, and it went to make 37. So I heard that
they were like, oh, Joker 2 is going to make like 200, million in the box office. No.
It's going to be $200 million in his worldwide.
These predictions, you never know who's not going to show up or who's going to show up for a movie. But I don't know. I don't know where this is going with.
I can already hear DL dancing up in the reins because of how low it is.
Ashley, if you're watching this, give DL a smack in the head right now, please.
I think anybody going to see this movie to get their Null business is going to be really disappointed.
I'll laugh my ass off if I see people with like Null T-shirts and stuff, like Null merchandise.
Like who even knows what a Null is?
That's how I feel about it. I mean, I know who Null is because I'm a comic book person.
Yeah.
I don't see that as a major draw that's going to pull numbers that really move the dial significantly.
Has there been a comic book other than Joker, which I don't consider either of those movies to be a comic book movie, but coming off of Deadpool Wolverine, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't like Venom 1 and 2, but this one was just batshit crazy enough to pull me in and keep me there. So,
not King Cole. God damn you!
I'm sure it'll be entertaining enough that it'll do fine. It's not gonna, go crazy. But
the movie has a budget of $120 million, so it's out. I think it's gonna be doing okay.
Yeah, it'll be just fine.
People just think Venom looks cool, and they like the last two without any real comic knowledge of Venom.
Thank you.
And what else is coming out at that time that's going to give that any competition?
There's only Venom, and I guess until Wicked and Gladiator and Moana, this Venom is kind of doing this thing.
I don't think the people that are going to Wicked are not necessarily the same people. They're like, shit, I'm going to go to Venom or Wicked. Venom, I don't know which.
I think I'm one of the only people that's going to be in both of those.
That's a very small. That Venn diagram is two circles that don't touch.
Yeah.
No, that Venn diagram is me. And I recognize that it's me and pretty much nobody else.
Yeah. So I mean, it might just do well just because it's the only thing like it that's out at the time. It'll do fine.
What do we have? We have left. Where are we? The 22nd.
22nd, like 3 days.
It was the PAX screening, well received. I don't know. I think it could do better. But
which is surprising, honestly.
All it's going to take is people to see it that first weekend and be like, "Yeah, it was a fun movie," and that's all. You don't. Nobody has to say it was the best movie ever. If people come out and just say, "Hey, that was a fun movie to go see," it'll carry through a decent second week audience, and it'll be fine.
Yeah. This what else is next this week? Venom and Venom.
Wait, that Saturday Night Live, is it on Netflix? Go ahead.
What happened?
excuse me, above Woman of the Hour. And I guess above that.
That came out already. That's in theaters.
I thought it said it was going to be on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, isn't it? Or it's on Netflix.
What, Saturday
Yeah.
night?
Oh
No.
no, I thought you were talking about
No.
Woman of the Hour.
No,
Woman of the
Saturday,
Hour. That's on.
Saturday night is on Netflix.
just watched it
in
today.
the theaters. Yeah, there's really nothing coming out after the Heretic. I do want to see that. There's really nothing that's going to compete with Venom.
Heretic's going to have a scent element in some theaters.
That Here movie looks horrible to me.
They're going to pump the smell of blueberries into the theater while you're watching
Ooh.
certain
The
moments in Heretic,
Yeah,
where the smell of blueberries is important.
that's how he. If you remember the trailer, that's how he lures the girls into the house. My wife is baking a blueberry pie, and it's just a scented candle.
And I feel that Hugh Grant's.
I blame
It's
you
going to
for
be weird to
candle.
see like a horror suspense thriller type movie with. That'd be the movie that Hugh Grant gets another Academy Award nomination for.
Hugh
Sure.
Grant plays a good scumbag though.
Yeah.
I like this though, man. This one's. But is he the scumbag?
We'll see.
They're probably going to have to find new Oompa Loompas for the next Wonka, though. I don't think he wants to do that again.
All right, and
I'm sure Guy Ritchie will use him in something soon.
true. All right, next up. This is wait, I hit the wrong button. I don't do this so we can I mess up. All right, here we go. Marvel Studios Blade won't be coming out on November 7th of 2025. No shocker there. Rather, Disney is opening 20th Century Studios Predator Badlands to replace.
I don't care. Oh, whatever. It's like
I don't know.
you're
I liked the last one. It was enjoyable.
Oh no, like I love Prey. Prey was awesome, and I can't wait for Badlands. It's like, how can you be a studio that puts out movies that crams in random ass characters as cameos, but can't make a singular film about an iconic character like Blade?
Listen,
Really that iconic.
I like
mean,
Mahershala Ali, but it's got to be
Because they're not the same studio, technically.
I'm sorry. Blade has been a mid comic character for years. I love the Snipes movies. Don't get me wrong. I love the Snipes. But as a comic character, he's always been pretty mid.
He hasn't
people want to
really
say
had good
because of
stories.
Snipes.
Well,
Snipes made him popular
yeah.
as a character.
Well, can I say that I think they kind of dropped the ball on this, because I would have assumed that if this Blade film was never going to have this release date, they would have, like, imagine Kevin Feige would have said, can we move one of our films to November because Fantastic Four comes out the same month as Superman? So I would like for them to delay Fantastic Four to November, but that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, because Feige's a pretty bitch. But I'm just kidding. But that's just me.
I'll be back on.
I don't know how Fantastic Four makes its July date.
They're still filming with this. I don't know, with all the post-production stuff and the special effects that has to be added to that film. I don't know if they're going to meet that date. I agree with you, DeGrasse.
I think they're going to keep
Well,
I
Matt
think they
Sheffer
should
had the
see
same luxury. Did
Fantastic
have the
Four.
luxury that James Gunn had with Superman, was that they got to continue to direct everything else.
See, the thing is that
These movies aren't.
Fantastic Four comes out July 25th, 2025, and then
Even
Superman is like
Fortune
2
Network,
weeks
too.
prior. So I don't know. I kind of care for more about Superman than Fantastic Four, but I know both films might be good, but that's just me.
They're both going to be good.
Yeah.
One of them will move.
Special
You know,
effects.
like I said, both of those directors had they had all that time during the strikes. They could still keep making their movie without their actors and their writers, because I mean, there's just so much other work involved in movies like that you can do that if you don't have your top of the line actors on set. As Ridley Scott did it, but he got to do it with non-union actors. So I'm sure Shackman did the same. I mean, they're using the same special effects companies. So not special effects, well, that too, special effects and visual effects. But all that other stuff, you know, there's a strike going on. That doesn't mean that they can't start looking at dogs, you know, that stuff like that. So previs.
All right.
I'm in charge.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
Let's bring the madness. He's just using the restroom.
But, you know, on the bright side, I'm looking for the Predator Badlands. I love Prey. It's the same director. And there's that.
This one's in the future, right? In space or something.
In space.
Yeah, it's not like a sequel to Prey. Prey 2 is the sequel to Prey. This is Predator Badlands.
Come here. She doesn't want to get on.
I know it's in the future, or it's set in. It's not set. It's set in present day or in the future. It's not like a whatever Prey was.
I know Elle Fanning is starring in it.
Anything's got to be better than Alien Romulus.
You didn't like it?
I was offended by it.
Oh no. It's on VHS coming. I want to get it.
Oh yeah, I thought that was fake at first. I was like, oh shit, they're actually doing it.
Yeah, Vice Press. That's what Vice Press does. This is the first new movie they've done.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get it. It's gonna sell out if they do
Yeah,
limited like they do on the other releases.
Vice Press is in the UK, so you have to. It'll probably go on sale here in the early morning or around noon.
I have a worldwide VCR that plays PAL tapes, so I could get either one.
I don't think it matters. These will be. It's region-free VHS.
All right, well, get me one, Darossi, if you know so much, please.
That's how they're able to sell them here. But no, Alien Romulus took every mistake that the Alien franchise made after Aliens. They took the mistakes that David Fincher made in Alien 3 and Jean-Pierre Jeunet made in Resurrection and just every other Alien movie, even the versus Predator ones. They all had something that was just a horrifying, glaring decision that just made the movie suck more. And that's like Alien Romulus is the greatest hit collection of all those.
That's sad to hear because I was really hyped for it.
I'm not saying it wasn't a technically proficient film. From the technical standpoint, but yeah, I couldn't tell you a single character's name.
Did you like Prey?
Oh, Prey was great.
Okay,
but like I said, I mean, Alien Romulus goes places that every other Alien movie has gone before, and Alien kind of.
Well, can I ask you this, Degrassi? With the last movie that Ridley did before it moved on, would you prefer Prometheus or I'm sorry, Romulus? It's Romulus is the new one, right?
What, Alien Covenant or Alien Romulus? Because holy shit, I can't believe
Covenant's
I'm saying
really
this. I'd rather sit through Alien Covenant again.
See, I like Covenant. I actually like Covenant. But I think I also like Romulus until I just think the last 15 minutes were kind of threw me off a little bit of a loop. But then I kind of get what he was trying to do. Like it's almost like a what was it, like a love letter to the other Alien films in a way, kind of. like doing some.
Well, he should have took the
throwback.
good parts of those movies and those other movies and used them instead of all the bad parts. I mean, you can pick anything from Alien 3 on. Pick something from Prometheus or Covenant or Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection that was just plain stupid, and they do it again.
It looks adorable.
They were begging for you to come back after I was trying to run the show.
You're trying to run the show.
Please bring Bruce back, especially Cal.
I like it. I think it's fun.
We could do the Power Hour in studio if you move here.
What? What are you talking about?
Move to
I really hope nobody's planning on funding their grandchildren's educations with popcorn bucket money.
The Power Hour live from Max's lap.
No. I have standards. But I don't know. This Blade, we'll be waiting another 5 to 10 years for a Blade movie.
Dude, at this point, just cancel it. I don't give a shit. Cancel the movie.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to our tier list. You guys want to do a tier list?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. I got to make this bigger. Where's presentation mode? There we go.
Oh, I didn't know there was a presentation mode.
Of course, there's a presentation mode, and then
Tell Brian that.
and the tiers are holy hell, run bitch, behind you, I'll be back, and dead in a dumpster.
I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with all those.
A, B, C, D, trash. All right, let's see. First movie up. There we go. Where are they? Oh, there we go. All right, first movie up is the original Psycho. Where do you guys want to put this?
That's the top. That's the top.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
hell.
gotta be holy hell.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yep.
even seen part of that.
You've never seen Psycho?
I never saw the whole thing. I have.
Oh my Christ.
God, geez,
Oh.
what are you doing with your life?
Okay,
Hey, Bru-
you have
okay,
the
Max.
opportunity to sit him down in the basement and force him to watch.
Have you
some
at
of
least
these
seen the
movies.
remake?
No, this is when Max
Just-
has to sit in the fail bag.
Maybe you need to see some movies before you start collecting VHS tapes.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Just repeat after me. It watches the VHS or it gets the hose again. Okay.
Max, leave your house.
That's the beauty of a movie like Psycho is you don't have to.
Yeah. Next movie, American Psycho. I'm going with Behind You because it was okay. It wasn't the best. Meh. I've
Yeah.
only
It's
watched.
it's holy hell, but it's not a slasher or a horror film.
That could be argued. A lot of
I
people
think
wanted me to put
it
this on the
borders
list.
on slasher.
Yep.
It's a satire. Is what it is.
Yeah, but you have that though in some horror and
Yeah.
slasher films.
Maybe if the remake they go to more in the horror, it will get it.
It's like I say, it's one. I love the movie to bits. I mean, it's a holy
me
hell
too.
for
The
me.
book, the movie. I'm
Yeah.
flummoxed by the Luca thing, but it sounds better than when FX was going to
But
do
if
a
you look on the
TV
bed.
show.
Yeah.
There's a package there for you.
By the way, the proper follow up to American Psycho is Rules of Attraction, not Psycho.
Yeah,
American
absolutely.
Psycho 2.
So,
I'm a dedicated.
so how many holy hells is that? We got what? 3, 2?
No, I'm a run bitch because I
Run
don't
bitch?
want to put
I
it.
am with you guys on Run Bitch, like at best.
Yeah.
Blue Jay? Blue Jay?
I'll give it run, bitch.
All right, we're going to Run Bitch. I just like saying Run Bitch. Run Bitch.
Right?
How come nobody's ever called a
if
horror
it's a
movie?
movie I actually like and know, I would shout out, run!
The chat says B. Great movie. Rah, 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 rah. All right. Next up, we have Hatchet.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Isn't
I-
that unrated film that was supposed to be in
He's
theaters?
disfigured and what was it? A college camp? No, it was a cabin.
I've heard of it.
Crowley.
I never seen it. So, is it good?
Well, thank you for having tits on the
I was
movie poster.
Why? I don't see that.
Joe.
Oh, shit. Zoom in on that real quick.
He's got radar for them.
I wasn't sure.
I
Hold on.
I was asking people for suggestions, and this is one of the movies people suggested. And has anyone on the panel seen this?
Oh, hold
No.
on.
Yes, I have. I've
What do
seen
you-
all
I
three.
haven't
Four of them.
There's 4?
4?
Yeah, Hatchet, Hatchet 2, Hatchet 3, and Victor Crowley.
You really went all out with that fourth one.
One of these titles is not
Okay,
like the other.
Bruce, don't do anything first. Let me take a. Oh, let me see. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
okay. Moving on.
I can't with you.
I'll put Hatchet in. I'll be right back.
All right. Just
It's
no
too-
one else
it
has
was-
seen it, so we'll put it in that. I'll be back. So,
Thanks, Joe, for pointing that out.
No problem.
how did Joe even see that?
I live in the only state with boobs on the state flag. Trust me, I can see them everywhere.
He's got booby vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got radar for them.
Booby fish.
All right, next up, Tenebrae.
I asked for this to be on the list because
Oh,
it
yeah,
deserves to be on the
holy
list.
hell. That's a holy hell for me.
Yeah, me as well. It's you can't not have Italian horror. At least one film in the list.
And I highly recommend everybody get the Synapse Films 4K and or Blu-ray. If you could order it directly from Synapse Films, that would be even better.
It is a fantastic movie.
VHS or nothing.
VHS or nothing, Max says. All right, so holy hell for Tenebrae. If I'm correct, pronouncing that correct.
Yep.
Yes, Tenebrae.
That might have been
Okay.
an IDES on VHS.
Then we have X. Ooh, I'm going with Run Bitch for this.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'll go with Run Bitch. It's hard for me because I do love Mia Goth. But
I love Mia Goth.
I really enjoy it. I like Pearl better.
I like this better than Pearl, actually.
I liked Maxine. I liked Maxine better than this, but it's just
Really?
me. Mhm.
I have to watch it. You saw Maxine. What you think? Did you like it better than Pearl and
My
X?
rating goes Pearl, Maxine, then X at the
Did it
end.
scare you, Max?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking.
All right. Everybody else?
I'll give it a run, bitch.
I haven't seen it.
Cosmic says behind you.
Yeah, I say behind
Put
you.
in double D.
Oh, double B's. Okay.
All right, so we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Run bitch and 2 behind you. 1 behind you. So I guess we'll put in Run Bitch. All right, next up, April Fool's Day, a classic.
That's
Yeah, it's a
an
good-
interesting poster. I've never seen that with the noose.
You should
there.
get it on VHS.
Oh yeah. Yes, it's a wonderful movie to have on VHS.
Yeah, that one. For me, that's a holy hell for me.
I loved this movie. It was great.
Yeah, me too.
Great cast.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
I'm
great. Like all around a great movie.
So that's me, Degrassi, Holy Hell. Anyone else?
That's a holy hell for me as well.
3.
I mean, the poster itself is a holy hell. That's an interesting
Sleeper hit. Nobody expected the movie to
Yeah.
make money or become anything, and it actually did really well. Got great reviews, made decent money, and as well as becoming a cult classic. So
Hatchet is better than I'll Be Back. It should be behind you. Run Bitch. Great TV memories of that. So we'll go with Holy Hell. Mama Bear, have you seen April Fool's Day?
No,
You have to check it out. Really
honestly, it's one of those ones Mom and I would have like totally tracked down when we were like doing like cheesy horror movies.
oh, this is great. You should watch it.
It's a
But
winner.
we would have picked it up on the thing alone, but
It was a $5 million budget, and it cleared 13. And then it was I want to say it was in the top 5 of home video, like sale for rental.
Mhm.
You know, because it wasn't wasn't a movie that you could buy for like $25, like a Star Trek movie or Top Gun or something. It was one that was still priced for rental, and it still did well. And like I said, the reviews were pretty stunning too.
Yep. So, all right. One of my other favorite movies. This is the remake, not the original. Black Christmas.
What? That one?
Yes. I'm going to give this it's not the best movie. I like it. So I want to say Behind You.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the second time that Bob Clark's Black Christmas has been remade. It was remade once before. I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah,
This is the most recent one, isn't this one from like 2019 or something?
Yeah, I remember this one.
Never seen it.
So you already.
Yeah, 2006.
Is that Poots? Is that Poots there?
Yep.
Okay.
I like her though. I like her.
She gets a lot of work.
Terry said, "Run, bitches, run." Dumpster for Cosmic.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be Dead in the Dumpster.
Google was wonderful.
Joe, you ever seen it?
It's
I have. I'll give it an I'll be right back. I can't put it in the dumpster, but it's close.
Blue Jay.
It's a dumpster, dude.
Mama Bear.
I'm kind of echoing Joe on this one. You know, I'll be right back. I mean, it's watchable, but barely.
It's teetering. It's teetering on the edge of the dumpster.
Barely.
Max.
I've never seen it, but based on, I mean, if it's that close to the dumpster, just get, put it out of its misery. Dumpster.
Take it out back, Bruce.
Shoot it. Put it out.
Yeah, they all yell
Get
at
it
me.
done. All right. Next up, Joyride.
Really?
Behind you.
Behind you.
And as my boy Paul Walker, so
I know.
I mean, it's a good movie, effective, suspenseful.
Loses a point for Lily Sobieski's deep voice.
Oh yeah.
What?
Never bothered me.
run, bitch.
We got one run, bitch.
Behind you.
Behind you, 2 behind yous.
I do like the cast.
Have you seen anything?
I like Steve Zahn.
He only watches combat movies.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
You have any Snyder films in this list?
I like science fiction, fantasy, action.
Have you seen the New Mutants, Max?
Yeah, I
It's
love
scary.
Like both kinds of music, country and western.
I'm going with Behind You, everybody. So we got Run, bitch, Behind You.
Behind You sounds right.
Behind You? We're going Behind You.
Behind you. Yeah.
Run, bitch, don't drive. Sorry, couldn't resist. I just woke up not long. Behind You.
Yeah.
Then we have, what's this? Urban Legend.
I have.
Why didn't I think of this one?
Watch it yet.
It's, I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't. I'll be back last. What you did last summer, and it definitely wasn't Scream.
I'm gonna give it holy hell just because Jared Leto's in it.
I only watched it for Alicia Witt, but
I really enjoyed this movie. Actually,
Ooh,
I
cool.
did not see it coming.
Have you seen Longlegs, Joe?
no, I'm waiting for it to be a little bit cheaper to watch it.
She is fantastic in that.
She is Alia. She
I'm going with
Yeah,
Run Bitch.
she lives here too. She's a Nashville girl.
Actually, behind you. I'm going behind you for this one.
I'm
about the
gonna. I mean, it's man. It's for me. It's either I'll Be Right Back or Dead in the Dumpster. And I think let's see. Since it's not a remake, let's put it in I'll Be Right Back for me.
Okay. Mama Bear.
Honestly, for me, this is in the Run Bitch category. I really enjoyed this movie. It hit all of those like classic urban legends so beautifully. I didn't see the plot twist coming. It got me in a real nostalgia moment.
Yeah. Blue Jay.
Never seen it.
Oh, Joe.
say Dead in the Dumpster for that Joshua Jackson Bleach job.
Damn.
That was popular back then. I'm gonna get that.
Everybody wanted to be a Frosted Flake back then. Come on, it was the style.
So that's 1-1-1-1. Max, you are the deciding vote.
I'm going Run Bitch because I have on VHS and Mama Bear got me excited to see it.
All right, we're putting this in Run Bitch because of Max.
See, Necron agrees with me too.
Necron agrees.
Yeah.
Red Hoods for show, Joe. Behind you from Cosmic.
Do love my redheads.
All right, here we go. The Hitcher.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
That's a nice post.
That's a holy hell for me.
holy hell for
Yeah.
me.
Really? Is this good?
Really? Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
4K.
Sure.
There's a UK 4K that came out that's in a giant, huge box set. But Warner Archive will be putting it out next month, November, in the US on 4K and Blu-ray.
But do they have standard def and Panoscan?
I don't even know what that is anymore, Max. And I'm a videophile. I grew up in video stores and living with, my parents were friends with the men who started the home video business. First licensed movies from studios to put them on videotape. Right? Andre Blay, and Magnetic Video. And the only VHS I own is the Illinois Wesleyan University's commencement speech of for the class of 2000 because I worked there, and Kevin Smith was the speaker. That's the only VHS I have. He signed it and stuff.
Oh yes, I've seen a clip of that.
Yeah, I post clips of it. Sometimes
There was a Hitcher series too.
there was a Hitchhiker. It's called The Hitchhiker. It
Hitchhiker.
wasn't.
This is also one of the most recognizable movie posters.
Yeah, just it's a perfect film as far as I'm concerned.
Not the perfect film. Nice.
I need to see it.
And the 4K is just the thing about movies. You know, movies from the mid '80s. The film stock that they used, they were going through a lot of changes with film stock. A lot of movies from like 83 to 87, 88.
Yeah.
Are super grainy and they're real hard. Real hard to pin down proper grain management when you're remastering these movies, particularly from that period. Movies like this, Aliens, in space, no one can see your grain.
I'll look for it. Mama Bear.
This is holy hell for me.
What are you going, Mama Bear?
You know, I was gonna lean towards Run Bitch, but you know what? I'll go with the rest of the panel and say holy hell on this one.
Holy hell. Blue Jay?
Holy hell, just the poster.
I never seen it.
All right.
There was a remake, what, in 2000, mid 2000s, with Sean Bean playing the
Ooh,
Rutger Hauer role.
that's good.
Oh,
It was the
did I see that? Anyway,
it had a big
What was the remake?
2007.
Produced by Michael Bay.
Yeah, it was one of the Platinum Dunes remakes with Texas Chainsaw.
who's Michael Bay?
I think I have to keep saying that every time I bring up a horror film.
All right. Next up, the most beloved movie of all time. Just kidding. It's The Stepfather. I don't know how everybody else feels about this, but
I
this is
never heard of
I'll
it.
Be Back. It was
I
okay.
have never heard of this one.
Eh.
I think I heard.
Looks like a TV movie parody.
Daddy's home.
This is too real for a lot of people.
It's
The-
a Behind You for me. Oh wait, this is the remake with
yes.
Yeah, it's the remake.
Remake.
Boo.
Oh yeah, Dead in the Dumpster.
Definitely dead in the dumpster.
Is it Head in the Dumpster or Dead in the Dumpster?
Dead in the dumpster.
What is wrong with you? This is what happens when you have two Coronas.
I
Holy
thought
crap!
it said Head in the Dumpster
All right, we got this is going in the dumpster.
with the heads.
Dead in the dumpster. Damn it! Jesus Christ, Max is trying to get head in a dumpster out here in PA. Jeez. All right, next up,
I gotta be winded dying. No,
Hellfest. Has
Oh,
anyone
no,
seen
I've
this?
never heard of it. That seems too creepy for me.
It's about a
No,
carnival.
but that looks
and-
right up on my list.
It's a carnival, and they're killing people that go to the carnival or whatever.
Ah, so fun. This sounds like something I would be totally into.
Well, I actually found the movie no one has seen.
Yeah, I don't
Somebody-
think I've seen
Yeah, I
Hellfest.
haven't seen it.
Somebody suggested this to put this on the list, so I put in.
How-
I'll be
how is-
back
How is
since,
this not a supernatural though?
because they're not supernatural. They're just carnival freaks, I believe.
Okay.
Not juggalos. What's wrong with you? We'll put that in. We'll put that in. I'll be back since no one has seen it.
Mhm.
All right. Next up, we have The Hills Have Eyes.
Yay.
I could not
That's
finish this
crazy.
one.
That's a holy hell for me.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
For me.
It's perfectly creepy.
Yes.
Mm.
And that was not makeup, people. That is not makeup.
No.
Holy
You have a
hell.
lovely house.
Just picture waiting in line at the grocery store. Turn around and you see that. I honestly, this is a holy hell. I could not finish this movie. It was that disturbing.
Really?
It's very disturbing.
Uh-huh.
I've heard about the series. I was
Was part two when they were giving birth in the cave? Was that part
Mhm.
two? Yeah.
Even the remake was creepy.
Oh, the remake was fantastic.
So another holy hell. All right. Did I put it there? Yes, I did. All right. Next up. Ooh. When a Stranger Calls, the remake. Evil Hits Home.
That'll be an I'll be right back because it wasn't horrible.
I agree. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The premise sounds okay, but even the poster's kind of just average.
I don't want to wait for my life to be over.
I do think horror movies, a lot of it, you get some amazing posters.
Yeah,
That
you
just is just boring.
Next up, The House on Sorority Row. Sorority sisters, sisters in life, sisters in death.
You put the word sorority in it, and I am sold.
I know you're sold.
I never heard of this one.
I'm going with Run Bitch.
I don't think you could classify this as anything but run, bitch. I mean, come on.
True.
Or even with the poster, even with just the poster itself, it's almost got a Joe moment right there on it.
Bunch of sorority bitches. For
You love it.
What about you, Degrassi and Blue Jay?
I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. Even though I'm a big fan of the other, there's another poster for this that's a little bit more titillating and arousing.
I
Oh,
know.
really?
Trust me, I know.
Well, why didn't you show that one?
Because
No,
it's
I
a
know.
family show.
I'm kidding.
I mean,
Behind
there's
Family show
no
my ass.
If it was
There's
the
no-
other poster, would it have raised you higher?
there's no bare teat in it or anything. But
These movies have the type of grooming that I prefer in my movies, my slasher films.
What?
What? We
Okay.
at Kingdom of Nerds do not condone what Joe just said. All right, we're gonna put that in run, bitch. All right. Next up, Scream.
Hair grooming, not other grooming.
Ah. Woo.
Can I go first?
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I was
Blue Jay.
trying not to say 80s Bush.
Oh my god.
So it's not just a holy hell. It is a holy fuck.
What's going on over here?
This is probably one of the most important horror movies ever. Even if you don't
Ever, not ever.
yeah, even if you don't love it, this got
See,
horror into
Bruce,
another
it's
category.
a perfect movie.
do you know what it was originally called?
Stab.
No,
No. What?
Scary Movie. Kevin Williamson's original title for this script was Scary Movie.
That's
Really?
funny, they made this spoof.
I think Scream has a better impact than this would have been called Scary Movie.
This is the one I'm the most familiar with. So yeah, Scream's a holy fuck.
I remember going like it was
came out, and I
when
don't
it came. It was a big deal when it came out. I mean,
that shows
because there was a lot of bad horror movies for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll put it in. This is a run, bitch, for me because I don't find it to be. It's that's just my.
My personal favorite of them all is the fourth one because
I
Kirby.
didn't see that one yet.
I don't think they've made a bad Scream movie.
Well, even
Not really, no.
Barrymore
Scream 3?
star at the time and taking her out right away was like a huge, like.
I think the second one is my least favorite.
3 is my least favorite, but that's like the most people say that.
Yeah.
Which one
I
had
like
Jay and
the
Silent
fourth
Bob
one's
in
my
it?
favorite.
I prefer to not see Nev Campbell in any movie.
Ah, what's going on here? I just watched The Craft the other day. I love Nev Campbell.
Light as feather, stiff as board.
Great movie.
Well, you want me to put my fingers? Oh, sorry, wrong. Sorry, wrong.
Yeah, let's just say Nev Campbell doesn't make that movie in The Craft.
Oh, that's Feruz's movie all the way.
Yep.
I'm going with Run, Bitch.
This is a holy hell for me. I mean, my kid is going as Ghostface this year.
Nice. Wait, that's 2 Run Bitches and 2 Holy Hells?
I said holy hell.
Oh, Holy Hell. So, Holy Hell. Max, thanks.
Put him out.
It's gotta be. I saw it, and I wasn't in a horror movie till recently.
It's just not a horror time period that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that whole God? I went from like the mid '80s, late '80s to the mid to late
through the 90s.
Horror
It's just not my style of movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just not my kind of horror movie.
It is also one of those iconic movies that is referenced over and over again, though. And for me, that does fall into the holy hell category.
And it revitalized slasher movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next
People
up,
don't like horror watching.
Sweeney Todd.
Oh, this has to be a Bruce pick.
Head in a dumpster.
I didn't think of this one.
I've seen promotional of this thing for a while, but I never seen it, so I've heard of it.
Dead in the Dumpster.
I say head in a dumpster.
Dead. I had to put some
Dead
bad
with the
movies
head in
on
a
here.
dumpster.
Yeah.
I'm going Dead in the Dumpster.
I think he looks great.
Yeah.
It's just the movie itself was like,
It had a great cast.
yes.
Great
Yeah, I've heard
cast.
good things about
Alan
this
Rickman singing. It's
Oh.
worth watching for that alone.
There's just some Tim Burton movies, man. They just don't. They don't hit. They don't hit like they should with me, and this is one of them.
Style of it looked great, but it was just blah.
Yeah. All right, moving on from the dumpster, we have Wrong Turn. Never go off the trail.
Have not seen it.
Never seen it.
That's a run bitch for me. The first one's good.
Yep. I'm going with Run Bitch.
It
Joe?
looks creepy.
Yeah. That's fair.
I've made lots of wrong turns. I'm glad that didn't happen.
You know, it's just, stay off these dark roads. Yeah, don't stop in small towns.
Yeah.
But, we have a movie without dumb people in movies.
I still prefer Last House on the Left, but that's just me.
Sleepaway Camp.
Holy hell! I love the series.
Yeah, just because that's got to be a holy hell.
Yeah.
I mean, they have creative killings. They have the iconic. She's running away in her underwear, type stuff.
She hangs dong.
You can't miss anything. You can't miss with these movies.
God damn you! We'll watch it later, Max. I'm gonna make what Max.
Just show Max the last 5 minutes.
Oh, he won't go to sleep tonight. All right. Holy hell!
The lady that played young Angela in Sleepaway Camp, Felissa Rose. She's kind of a horror icon now, and she's everywhere on Shudder and Screambox, and
that's the only service I don't have is Shudder.
Yeah, Shudder.
Yeah, me too. I need to get Shudder.
Shudder and Night Flight Plus are my two go-tos right now for horror.
I might switch out Apple TV for Shudder.
Yeah,
I
Apple
can't switch
TV
out
is
Apple
not long
TV.
for this world.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. After Silo season 2, I might get rid of it.
I'll wait till after Severance.
They stopped licensing from other studios in April, and yeah.
All right,
that's not a move somebody planning on staying in business showing their subscribers movies does.
True. We have Silent Night, Deadly Night. Little Santa killing. I said Behind You. I've seen better.
That's where I'm going to go because it's not a particularly good movie.
No.
It's nostalgic for me, but it's not that great.
That and just the fury surrounding it when it came out.
Oh, really?
Just every news channel covered it.
Yes,
Theaters booked it, and then it got yanked. Some theaters held on to that booked it, that got their prints, held on to it and ran it anyway. It was I'm sure there are plenty of videos on YouTube of small town news reports about it from that.
So
was
it
it 87,
really
86?
for that reason, though, because now there's like all kinds of other holidays that are horror movies.
Yeah.
And they're just
but Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas was 1972,
which is crazy.
Nobody said a word.
Gremlins was done over Christmas as well.
Oh, because it's Santa.
The original,
Black Christmas.
the first draft of the Gremlins screenplay, the story that Phoebe Cates tells in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good, so dark and wonderful.
That's actually in the movie. That's a part of the original script of Gremlins. That happens to her in the movie. The Gremlins, her dad was coming down the chimney or whatever, and the Gremlins trap him in the chimney, and then
it's better. It's better the way it worked out.
Yeah, the studio said no, and so they turn it into a story she tells at the bar.
Which is the best. It's the darkest story in the middle of that movie. It's fantastic.
So I guess we putting this in behind you.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's my vote.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
All right. Next up, we have Pieces.
Never heard of it.
I don't think you want to see this.
Pieces had some of the best movie posters.
Was that little pieces of her?
Fish together.
Again,
Yes.
another one that's real tough for me, man.
I wasn't a big fan of this. I want to say I'll be right back.
Yeah, that I'll go there. That's sure. That sounds good.
Yeah. Anybody else seen this? Joe?
Yeah, I'm somewhere between I'll be right back and Behind You. Just because I love the movie posters. They're such great posters.
Half of these movies I really never heard of, to be honest with you. I'm more of a mainstream bitch. So
That's what you change your name to.
Mainstream bitch. We'll put this in I'll be back.
I would.
That's the thing is that these movies, when they came out, were mainstream. They played in regular theaters and drive-ins. Multiple copies of these movies would populate your video store walls. It would generally be the first thing somebody like me or my brothers would grab when we went there.
The 80s slasher stuff was, I mean, that's the first place you go in the video store was the horror section.
So, yeah.
That works.
And then Christopher George had a string of horror movies where him and his wife, Linda Day George, but it was this one, City of the Living Dead. What else?
Oh, really?
About 5 or 6 of them within like a 5-year period, just Italian and Spanish slashers and stuff.
Yeah.
So, did I say I'll be right back?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Prom Night.
Now, this is the one I heard of.
Oof.
Yep.
I wanted to see that one.
You want to see it? We can watch it.
I was almost going to
write down all the movies you want to see.
I was going to pick. I try to watch them on VHS first, though.
You can watch it on VHS. I don't mind
But I
watching
don't
it.
have it yet.
I want to. This is
I won't shit on you, Max, because I won't listen to a new album, a new record until I have it on vinyl.
That's fair.
That's fair. I'm going to play Run Bitch for this.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Really?
I was thinking the same thing.
Because
Instant classic.
I was going to try to. It was on Facebook Marketplace, and I was trying to.
It's a classic.
Oh, really?
It's better than Terror Train. Because what she did after Halloween, she did this one and then Terror Train.
Do you like her better than
Road Games? But Road Games is a slasher kind of, but not. It's more.
I'll put it behind
Road
you.
Games. I highly recommend Road Games.
I'll put Prom Night for Behind You. I don't know. It's not something I would go back to like the other ones personally.
Well,
it's solid.
You've been outvoted.
Cool.
You.
I would say Holy Hell.
Put in my ass.
Because I like the premise. I like that Jamie Lee Curtis is in it.
Mm-hmm. We'll watch it. We gotta write down a list. We have a lot of watching to do. All right, and I had to put this on here. The remake of Psycho.
It's the same movie.
Nah, is it really?
No, it's not. I'll let you guys decide on this one. What do you guys say?
Put in my ass.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I'll say I will say put in my ass. That's the language for I'll be right back.
Put in your ass.
I mean, on the face, you look at it, you're like, all right.
It's
right. You look at the pedigree of the talent involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Vince.
You know?
Vaughn. I don't know why they decided to do it, honestly.
It's you can't top Perkins.
Was in that area of his career where he could basically do whatever he wanted, and Ron Howard had the rights, and
just
they
weird.
thought they could make money.
It's just weird. That's one that's weird that they wanted to redo. Like that's one. Like I'm never don't touch it, but still, I was like, okay.
That's the thing is, I don't think they did until Gus Van Sant said, "Hey, I want to do a shot-for-shot remake of Psycho," and they were
The
like
TV
that.
series. The TV series was good.
The Bates Motel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was really good.
Well, that's a different thing, though. I mean, it's the same property, but
I recommend any fans of Psycho. I recommend you read Robert Bloch's original Psycho 2 book. The movie Psycho 2 wasn't adapted by this book. In the Psycho 2 book, Norman Bates is rehabilitated and goes to Hollywood to sell his story and becomes a media darling. And it's kind of an indictment of Hollywood. And I would love. Well, I always said, hey man, it wouldn't be great if Gus Van Sant and Vince Vaughn did a real sequel to this by adapting Robert Bloch's original Psycho 2 novel.
Hmm.
And it's kind of real because Norman goes through this whole cross-dressing thing in it, beyond dressing like his mother.
Yeah.
Creates a whole other personality for himself. The book is wild. But yeah, for me, I'll be right back.
I think that's for everyone. I actually watched this week. I watched Hysteria on Peacock. It's literally about the 80s and parents going crazy about rock and demon Satanist, and it's insane. It's such a good series. I recommend everybody watch it.
Satanic Panic.
Yes. I'll be back for Psycho. Then we have Slumber Party
Yay.
Massacre. You know the drill.
This is the
Haven't
remake.
seen it. It looks like fun.
Huh?
Haven't seen it. Looks like an absolute blast.
This is the remake, right?
Yeah. I think this is the original. Isn't this the original?
No, this is the last 5 years or so. This one is.
Maybe I got the wrong post. I meant to get the
Yeah,
other.
that's the remake poster.
Ugh, I meant to get the original. We'll just say it's the original.
Holy Hell for me.
Yeah.
Holy hell for the original.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
It was written by Rita Mae Brown. Google Rita Mae Brown.
Max.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm just enjoying the show.
Oh, now you don't want to do anything.
Anyway, she's a feminist and civil rights advocate. Anyway, she wrote. I want to say she wrote the first three, but all of the Slumber Party Massacre movies have been written and directed by women.
Oh, woke.
There's no woke back there. Get out of here.
I mean, it was the original woke. Yeah, people didn't complain.
Yeah,
about
Rita Mae Brown started.
Oh, quiet, Max.
No, they
Jesus.
didn't.
Like-
What are you? I'm being serious.
That is
Yeah, it's
not what
crazy.
it was originally.
It was written by a feminist
in the
lesbian,
corner.
right?
Yes.
And
You know, if you say
it was-
feminist lesbian 5 times fast, you're going to trigger some fanboy out there.
no, that's fine. Let them be triggered.
Uh,
There's probably a group
Ask
of
if
them,
you regretted making
horror incels sitting around watching the Slumber Party Massacre movies without a thought of them being written and directed by women.
Well, Regrassi, since you said she's like real hardcore feminist now, I was gonna say that she regret making these movies. Maybe they objectify the ladies in here. I don't know.
No, Max, she started before she wrote the movie. She was known as a feminist and a advocate for LGBT.
Premise seems like it's probably gonna have some things in there.
Okay. I'm just going to point out one thing that I have to point out frequently on my Sunday shows. Because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's traditionally male gaze. Feminists have the male gaze.
She wrote it. It was a parody of the popularity of slasher films in the early
Or
80s.
lesbians.
But
I meant lesbians.
they shot it like it wasn't.
Okay.
Right. So it plays like an unintentional parody, which it was very well made like that. It just all works. There's some bad acting and some of the effects are kind of, it's on a Roger Corman-y level. In fact, Roger Corman, after the first one, I think he got it, and he was responsible for the series from then on. But he always made sure that a woman that wrote it and a woman directed it. Even Roger Corman was woke.
White male is the killer, but aren't they all? All right, next up, what do we have? Strangers.
Oof.
Oof.
I watched this with my
This
wife.
was
Well,
good.
no, this one or the one that just came out?
No, this one, and
It's
I
the,
did
the original one.
I just think because my wife likes horror, this premise freaks me out. I don't like it. But it
Yeah.
was
My favorite episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Dennis gets shot in the face.
and I'm like, why? Because you were home.
I'll put a run, bitch.
The
I'm
most recent one is awful. It made
Yeah.
me so angry. I was constantly yelling at the TV, and my wife was yelling at me, going, "Why do you keep yelling? Why are you getting so angry?"
You got to watch the next two, so it makes sense, Joe.
I'd say run, bitch.
Oh, the trilogy of the Strangers franchise.
We all know it's the goddamn waitress from the frickin' diner. It's not
But
difficult.
yeah, Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in this movie, and he gets shot in the face in it. And every time I see that scene, I hear the theme. As soon as he hits the ground, all I hear is the theme song for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
All right, we're going run, bitch, for Strangers.
Yeah,
That
the
works.
premise is creepy as shit.
Yeah. Then we have The Last House on the Left, the remake.
The remake. The remake isn't bad.
No,
I
it's
liked
not.
it.
It's not bad at all.
I enjoyed it.
Was this another one of Bay's remakes?
Blue Jay.
I think I heard of this one. I don't remember, so I don't really know.
Let me look it up.
The original is just classic.
Was that Aaron Paul?
Yeah. No, this was not one of Michael Bay's.
No. It's not. Produced by Wes Craven.
Well, he did the original.
He made the original.
Yeah.
Wes Craven did the original Last House.
Yes.
And Sean Cunningham, who is the creator, one of the creators of Friday the 13th. Run, bitch.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. Even the remake is solid.
Yeah.
I don't have a comment on this one. I didn't like what I read there. Though. I don't like this.
Yeah, it's a revenge movie. So we'll put in Run, bitch.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Next up, Chainsaw Massacre.
Holy hell.
Holy hell.
Yeah,
Holy
there's no question. There's no question. There's no question there.
Again,
Now,
this
if you would
is
have
one
put
of those that changed the genre.
Yeah, if you would have put up the most recent movie, I would have said, "Oh, that's in the toilet." But the original, the original is fantastic.
Texas Chainsaw is a shitty franchise, but as a first movie, it's a holy hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also produced by Michael Bay, the remake.
Scary as hell. Did not see a drop of blood.
How in the hell did Michael Bay get so much work?
Still the most profitable film of all time.
Right?
It is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did like
budget to box office ratio. It's the most profitable film of all time.
original. Hey, everybody agrees on this one.
I think it has to be.
Yep. Then we have My Bloody Valentine.
Heard of this one?
Original or remake?
Original.
Heard, haven't seen.
Run, bitch.
Run, bitch. Run, bitch.
Because
Joe?
it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. That's why.
If it's the original, yeah.
Yes.
Run, bitch.
Everybody else, have you seen it, Blue Jay?
No, I've heard of it. But never
You should
seen
give
it.
it a watch.
Yeah, I should.
Dennis Hopper in part 2 was great.
I have part 2 as well. Just didn't watch it yet.
How do you have all these movies?
I'm ready to go.
I'm
starting.
Because
Mad
he's
Max.
always on YouTube.
Mad Max from Movie Entertainment, and you have not seen 90% of these movies.
I wanted to watch the first
Wait, as long as it's Star Wars or Snyder involved, it's Movie Matters Entertainment.
I watch a lot of movies. I just got.
I'm just kidding, Max. I'm just fucking with you.
My family was not about these movies,
crap.
so I just never watched a lot of horror.
Man,
Honestly,
81 was
the only way I think we
for-
could get
for
him to
life.
watch majority of these movies if he did watch-alongs. Like, just to have a whole channel dedicated to watch-alongs.
Between this one and Happy Birthday to Me, I think I probably pooped my pants a lot in 1981.
Huh. So we'll put that in.
Max, my mom would be like, "We're going to watch a movie." And I'd be like, "Well, what are you going to watch?" It's called Friday the 13th. Oh, you mean the one about the killer in the camp? Yeah. And then it would be like I would pull the blanket up over my head, and then my mom would yank it up.
That was my sister.
And then like one of my brothers would come in, and then she would be like, "Oh, we can't watch this when he's here." I'm like, "What about me? I'm only 11."
And the majority of my childhood was watching taped off cable with all the violent stuff edited out. Like
I never watched any of these movies with my parents. I watched them with my friends.
My parents were like, "No, you're watching this shit."
My mom and I, every Friday night, we'd go pick out a handful of VHS movies with that looked.
But some movies would premiere on Cinemax before they would premiere on HBO. Like a movie like John Carpenter's The Thing would show up on Cinemax a couple of times before its HBO premiere. And so my mom gets wind of The Thing. Oh, The Thing's going to be on. So like every kid in the neighborhood comes over. My mom makes cookies and brownies and then everybody goes home the next day mortified. Right? And then all their parents are like, "What did you do to my kid?" She's like, "We watched an outer space movie about aliens."
All right, next up.
That's my childhood in a nutshell.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Scream's popular. Let's try to recapture Scream.
What?
That's what this is.
Shut up.
No,
It had the same writer.
It stands on its own.
it does stand on its own. It's not the same as Scream.
The same guy wrote them both.
It doesn't matter. It's still not the same movie.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that.
I'm going with Run Bitch because it has Sarah Michelle Gellar.
So they're bringing it back.
I don't care about the rest
Know
of
What
the
You Did
cast.
20 summers ago. Is that what it's
Or about Jennifer Love Hewitt. You don't like Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Oh, come on. You
No.
had that iconic scene with Jennifer Love Hewitt screaming while in the rain
Oh yeah.
in a white shirt.
Now you're talking.
It's
I have.
probably,
Calm down,
I've
Max.
seen this. I think I've watched more of them.
it's probably either a Run Bitch or a Behind You. Fuck, I gotta put a Run Bitch. Whatever.
Yeah, Run Bitch.
Degrassi.
We got it. Now you didn't have to spell it out for.
I'll be right back.
When they said the rain.
Yeah, I'm with you, Degrassi. It's that era. It's that era of horror for me. Just doesn't do it.
I think I prefer
Doesn't
the
scratch my itch.
of Jack Black.
Tour people. See, that's what it is.
We're going with Run Bitch. Yay, majority rules. And the last movie, well, this was not supposed to be the last movie, but somehow the tier list picture wasn't uploaded. But this is Orphan.
That creeps me out. Just the cover.
I'm telling you what, I believe it's on Max. There is the documentary about the basis of this story.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 seasons of it. And it is the most fucked up, weirdest, insane story that you will ever watch. It's the most enthralling television that I've watched in years. I highly suggest everybody go watch it. It's so fucked up. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is one of the weirdest. I've never seen 3 seasons of a documentary that has as many twists and turns, and you hate this person, then you feel bad for the person, then you hate the person again, and you get so turned around
That's insane.
constantly, and it's
Yeah, it's
so
on,
fantastic.
What's the name
Yeah,
of it?
it was it's The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
If you watch it, you will be hooked. It is everybody in.
You think
Everybody's insane.
You think you're going one way, right? And then it's just like record scratch after record scratch. Like, holy shit, you know?
It's so insane. I mean,
Where is it on?
It's on Max.
It's on Max.
Discovery show.
It's definitely worth a watch because it is. I've never watched anything like that before, where you're just like, what? Huh? What? She had an affair with a midget? What? It's insane.
What?
What the fuck?
What?
Yes.
What
Right,
was
well,
that one that Abducted? Did you ever see Abducted in Plain Sight?
No.
It was on. I think it was. Yeah, it was Netflix, right? So their neighbor. Okay, so and I believe Peacock had did an actual like dramatization series with real actors and stuff of it. But this guy, he lives next to this family. He convinces this family to like let him take one of their daughters away, right? And then he locks this girl up and convinces her that she's being communicated to by aliens, right? And they go through this whole thing, and he comes back with her, and she's not.
Actually, yes, I did see that. It was redone, and Colin Hanks, I think, was in it. Not Colin Hanks. The kid from The Office.
After he's abused one daughter, he comes back and starts an affair with the mother. What? And then after he's done with the mother, he takes another one of the daughters. And then after he's done with that, he starts an affair with the dad. And he's got them all convinced that somehow he's an alien human, and it's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen.
What's the name of this?
Abducted in Plain Sight.
Yeah.
In this true crime documentary, a family falls prey to the manipulative charms of a neighbor who abducts their adolescent daughter twice. And then they made a series about it on Peacock.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cult leader.
Yeah, but definitely watch the Natalia Grace series. It is. I've never been twisted and turned that many times watching anything.
Yeah, that's true. Me too. The Peacock show is called A Friend of the Family.
I think I've seen that. I might have seen it. I'm trying to scare Max.
I watched a fantastic underground horror, a new one. It's not out yet. You can, if you have Night Flight Plus, it's premiered on there before it has a small theatrical run and hits physical media. It's called Paternoster and the Mission of Light, and it's about a young girl who works at a record store who finds a record that leads her into unfortunate circumstances. And this movie is wild. If Terrifier 3 shocked me in any way, this one was infinitely more shocking, and nothing shocks me. And I was like, holy shit, they're really going here.
Come out.
What's that, Max?
When did this movie come out? I can't even tell from the poster.
No, Orphan?
Yeah.
Orphan's what,
7 years? 5 to 7 years ago, maybe.
Oh, it's not that old. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just came out with a new one, or a few years ago, recently.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It was creepy. Yeah, it was definitely a behind you, kind of middle of the road movie, but it was creepy.
I'll say Behind You also.
But man, after seeing the actual story, this movie pales in comparison to the real story.
It's crazy that the same actress came back for the second movie over a decade later, and
it still looks the same.
Yeah.
Mama Bear, what'd you think of this movie?
Actually, I haven't seen it.
Blue Jay?
Heard of it, never seen it.
All right, we're going with Behind You for this. I did have one more, but the thing didn't make the list for some reason. And
I'll do one
find
more. I'll do one more.
I can't find the thumbnail.
All right.
Happy birthday to me.
They had to pull another obscure one out.
I'm gonna go with Run Bitch just because of the effect it had on me when I was 11.
That post was kind of funny though. Not gonna lie.
The posters are so great from 80s horror and
They
70s horror.
Yeah, 1981 was just a remarkable year for like C grade studio horror.
Hey, first. Yeah. Hey,
No Halloween.
we did Halloween last week.
Oh,
That's a cop out.
We did
I
Halloween.
I suggested he's like no supernaturals and like
I know the first
said
one wasn't
slasher.
supernatural.
yeah.
know the first one wasn't.
Jason and Michael Myers weren't supernatural until well, and they're like
Yeah, take that cup out.
into the franchise's near death.
I mean,
Well, you
you
don't think he
can't
was
really
sup-
talk slasher without talking Halloween.
But
At
didn't-
least the first
didn't Jason's mother
Friday the 13th would have counted.
The first five or six, the first five Friday the 13th would count.
Wait, didn't Freddy Jason's mother say he drowned? He drowned in the first before
The first one was
movie.
her.
Yeah, he drowned. So
He's,
he came
he's a
back
very
from
large
the dead.
12-year-old.
He came back from the dead in the second one. So it is supernatural.
He had puberty. He had puberty while he was
No, I don't think he ever
under the water in the lake.
ever really drowned. That was always the implication that I got from it. Right?
Didn't she tell when she revealed herself as the killer? She said that my son Jason died because the counselors were having sex while he was swimming and he drowned.
Yeah, but like I said, the implication is by the time the second movie came out, I thought that he wasn't dead and she was just fucking crazy, and
Well, she was fucking crazy.
she's like an unreliable narrator, And that was the reveal in the second one when somebody just shows up to kill the final girl from the original one, and it's the dude who's supposed to be dead, or the kid who died. He didn't die, and his mom was fucking crazy, But I got there's different ways to interpret it.
Yeah, true.
Don't let me steal your supernatural joy, Bruce Fur.
Leave my joy alone. God damn you. You're the second person today that gave me that same argument. It was a whole discussion in one of my chats I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a good question. Did Jason die? Maybe that's something Brian Fuller will cover in the Crystal Lake.
Look how handsome he is in that picture. He's beautiful. Look at him. Look at me.
All right.
Beautiful. Beautiful Jason.
What about Tom
That's a face
Hanks's
somebody
head
could
in Tom Hanks's head in a fish tank, and he knows you're alone.
Look how handsome I am.
What's that?
The creepiest Jason ever.
That's
is
Jason.
at the end of part 3.
Friday the 13th.
Jesus, Max. You need to get out more.
Ari Lehman, the actor who played Jason, he has a metal band called First Jason.
So, what were you putting happy birthday? If
For
it
me,
was on the
Run
list,
Bitch.
I would say behind you for me.
Yeah, I'm good with Run Bitch. It's like I said, I have a soft spot for this era of horror.
Me too.
I got nothing for this one. I'm just the picture. It's got things running through my head, and I'm trying to be good here.
It had a killer cast.
I'm gonna take a picture and Photoshop your head on it, Max.
No.
It had Mary Ingalls in it. And she turned out to be the killer, right? It was her birthday, and she was the killer.
Thanks.
Yep.
Now I'm not going to watch it.
You
Thanks a
weren't going
lot.
to watch it anyway. Get
It was
out of here.
on my list.
You
Thanks
still
a lot,
haven't seen
Degrassi.
Evil Dead 2. Get out of here with that mess.
So, yeah, you had 40 years. We're not throwing a spoiler alert up.
But good stuff.
I took my mom to see Evil Dead 2 because I was proud that I was 17 working at a movie theater and that we got fucking Evil Dead 2.
Thank you. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out, talking about nobody asked you. Hanging out, having fun with this tier list. Maybe I'll do another tier list. I will be wearing my mask next week for Monday Madness. Hopefully I can get next one on the show.
What kind of tier list?
We did Supernatural last week. We did slashers this week.
Psychological.
Transgressive horror?
Animals?
That'd be good.
Killer animals? Yeah, that's a good one because there's a whole lot of those.
There's a whole lot of
yes.
killer animal horror movies.
Killer vegetables. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Killer tomatoes. All right, we're gonna do plant animal. Planet Animal horror list next week for Halloween. And I will be doing a giveaway next Monday. I will give away a horror comic book.
Nice.
The one lucky winner. I'm not doing hentai horror. No. No tentacles. Wow, Max and me can never hang because he's never watched Evil Dead 2. Come on, Max.
I just didn't watch it yet. It's on my to-do list.
Get with it. Watch it. Because Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Bruce Campbell is in that
yeah, he's in that show you were talking about.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
It's a great series. So check it out.
Yeah, he was out pushing that last week. He was all over Sirius satellite radio.
Oh, really?
And he said some interesting things.
Cosmic, when we could still hang out.
I can only imagine. All I have to say
particularly is about the future of Evil Dead and his place in it.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
No. I mean, he owns Ash. Bruce Campbell owns the character of Ashley Willis.
I did not know he owned the character.
Yeah. So Evil Dead, when an Evil Dead movie gets made,
you'll bring up
there's a bunch of moving parts, right? There's Raimi, and then there's New Line, and then there's Bruce Campbell. So they all have to come together.
Yeah. They'll have to shop smart.
Yeah, shop smart.
I will say this: the soundtrack for the series, amazing, perfect, 80s metal.
Yeah.
Having them do a cover of 666, the characters in the movie was perfect in the first episode. So
I think I'm going to go see Maiden when they go out next time. Whatever, as close as they get to me, it'll be where I'll go. But I kind of have to. I can't. That's one I can't. I got to see again before I.
I love Evil Dead, but Dark Man still goes down as my favorite Sam Raimi movie.
Did somebody say Maiden?
Simpson, the number of the beast.
It's funny. It's the Venezuelan pressing. Lado.
What is it?
It's the Venezuelan pressing of Diablo. I saw this. I'm like, whoa. Let me see. Let me actually grab this. It's in Spanish. It's awesome. The Lado A, Lado B.
Have you gotten your McFarlane Eddie yet?
No. Where would I get this?
Target.
Really? I'm gonna have to go to Target.
And any online toy store. Yeah, McFarlane has a Music Maniacs line. He's got Alice Cooper. Who else? Ozzy, Alice Cooper.
I'm gonna have to go check and Google that.
Yeah.
So please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching on the rewind. If you're watching right now, put a 1 if you want Max to return. Put a 2 if you never want to see his mug again on the show. Aw.
No twos. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that.
See, no 2s. They love you.
All right. He did Slash, Freddie Mercury, Eddie, Rob Zombie,
Ooh.
Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne.
Nice.
Thanks, Cos.
I definitely want the Eddie.
Yeah, he's in the Trooper with the sword and the red coat and the Union Jack and stuff.
Yes.
In stock at Amazon.
I will be ordering that when I get off the stream. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Take care. And how would that happen?
Someone left.
Oh,
Joe
left.
Peace
So
out.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.